Contact Jenna at 575-513-1166 for more information. President Trump has asked the American people to come together and pray for our nation weekly until July 4th, 26. Artesia will hold its prayer gathering every Thursday at the Lucky Duck restaurant from 10 to 11 a.m. It's come and go during the hour, and everyone is welcome. Come join and pray for our nation. To have your event listed on the KSVP community calendar, email calendar@ksvpradio.com. Please let us know at least 1 week in advance.
This is KSVP and K229 AS Artesia.
Breaking news this hour from Town Hall. I'm Rich Thomason. The Commander-in-Chief says the Iran war finish line is in sight.
President Trump told reporters he sees an end to the U.S. war effort against Iran.
I think we're 2 or 3 weeks in. We'll leave. Because there's no reason for us to do this.
He was asked about the war's impact on Americans, especially at the gas pump.
We're $4, yeah, and we have a country that's not going to be throwing a nuclear weapon at us in 6 months.
But Americans are feeling the effects in the interim.
And they're also feeling a lot safer.
What is the plan to bring them back down?
All I have to do is leave Iran, and we'll be doing that very soon, and they'll become tumbling down.
Ben Thomas, Washington.
Those remarks by the president echo those he delivered last night in his address from the White House. Republican congressional leaders are pursuing a plan to try to end the 7-week partial government shutdown.
According to the plan, the Department of Homeland Security would be fully funded except for ICE and U.S. Customs and Border Patrol. It's an approach House Speaker Mike Johnson called a joke just a few days ago. But now he and Senate Majority Leader John Thune will try and get it passed. It represents a do-over of what the Senate passed last week, but was rejected by House Republicans. GOP leaders hope to fund immigration operations at a later date. Greg Clugston, Washington.
Parts of Northern California have been rattled by a 4.6 earthquake. Many say they felt their homes shake for a few seconds early this morning across a 100-mile stretch, including San Francisco. 4 astronauts are on their way to a flight around the moon. It's humanity's first lunar voyage in more than 50 years, and it's a leadoff in NASA's plan for a lunar landing a couple of years down the road. On Wall Street, ahead of this morning's opening bell, stock futures deep in the red. The Dow futures down just over 600 points. NASDAQ futures off 447 points. These stories at townhall.com.
Health insurance rates are surging in America, leaving millions without affordable options. If you're sick of having paychecks eaten up by healthcare costs or dealing with mega corporations, then listen to this. Christians don't need to waste money on a broken system. That's why I want to tell you about Christian Healthcare Ministries. It's an alternative to traditional health insurance at half the cost. With CHM, fellow believers contribute monthly to help pay each other's medical bills. There's no enrollment period, so you can join anytime. And you aren't restricted to provider networks, so you choose the doctors and hospitals you want. It's that simple. CHM is not insurance. It's a ministry that puts faith into action. Feel the difference of financial support and biblical care from fellow believers. Join CHM today by visiting chministries.org/wellness. That's chministries.org/wellness.
35 countries set to meet today to discuss ways of reopening the Strait of Hormuz. This vital shipping route has been shut to most traffic by the U.S.-Israel conflict with Iran. British Prime Minister Starmer says virtual meeting will explore diplomatic as well as political measures to restore navigation and ensure the safety of ships and their crews. Iranian attacks have halted traffic, affecting global oil flow and hiking prices. While no country plans to forcefully open the strait, military planners are working on security strategies. The meeting aims to form a united front for safe passage through the waterway. An undersea magnitude 7.4 earthquake has toppled buildings in parts of northern Indonesia, sending people fleeing from their homes, killing at least one person, and generating a small tsunami. Strong shaking was felt in parts of 2 provinces in Indonesia. News and analysis at townhall.com. A warm, dry winter in Colorado's mountains does not bode well for the drought-stricken West.
This is our worst snow year on record in Colorado.
Maureen Gotch is a hydrologist with the Department of Agriculture, conducting a snow survey in a section of the Rocky Mountains considered the headwaters of the Colorado River.
This is our third site of the day. First site that had any snow.
And that could mean water shortages, not only for Colorado, but much of the West.
From our soils, agriculture, drinking water, all of that depends on snow.
I'm Ben Thomas.
Elon Musk's SpaceX has filed preliminary paperwork to sell shares to the public. That's according to two sources familiar with the filing. Now, this would be a blockbuster offering, one that's likely to rank as the biggest ever and make the SpaceX founder the world's first trillionaire. More on these stories at townhall.com.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Is the KSVIP. We love recognizing our local residents and listeners for great accomplishments in their lives. If it's a birthday, anniversary, promotion, retirement, a new family member, you name it, they're worthy of being a KSVIP. To nominate a special person who will receive recognition on the radio and a flower from Nell's Floral, call 575-746-2751. Good morning and welcome back once again to the Good Morning Artesia radio show. It is Thursday, April 2nd. Did you survive April Fool's Day? Hopefully you weren't pranked too badly yesterday as we get ready for the month of April, the second quarter of the year. Another month. All gets started today. I'm Gene, filling in for Scott. Scott will be back with us next week on the Good Morning Artesia radio show. We'll get back to our regular schedule. Big thank you to Joby Hodling, who stepped up and in the month of March did our Mondays and Wednesdays for us and helped us get through the month of March while Scott was off. And we'll be looking forward to getting back to our normal schedule, or the current normal schedule, starting next week. We got some sports on the radio and TV tonight. Artesia High softball gets back into action. They haven't played since the tournament, which was the weekend before last. And they'll be hosting the Roswell Lady Coyotes in a doubleheader at the MAC tonight. Joby will be there. We'll have our crew there, and it'll be on the radio starting about 4:45, and it'll be on the TV as well at KSVPTV.com, KSVP-TV on the YouTubes. This weekend, Goddard takes front and center as Goddard Baseball has a doubleheader this weekend with Carlsbad, and Goddard Softball has a doubleheader with Clovis this weekend. And so we'll have those on the TV and on the Goddard Baseball and Softball channels at KSVPTV.com. The baseball starts at 11, and the softball starts at noon. Final Four, I think, is this weekend. They've got the Final Four games, and then the championship, I think, is Monday, if I remember correctly. Major League Baseball season is underway. Jeffrey, are the Cubs in last place yet? I know it's only been about a week, but that should be enough time for them to get into last place. We'll have to check and see on the Cubs, how they're doing. Busy show today. We've got baseball, Artesia baseball players coming in here shortly. Lions Club Golf Tournament, Artesia Recreation Center update. Did we ever get that other guest booked, or is that a no-go for today? We have the Ocotillo today. They've got a couple of events coming up to talk about. And our friends from the Carlsbad Gem Society will be here in the 9 o'clock hour. And they've got some events coming up, including their big gem and mineral show, Father's Day weekend down in Carlsbad. So all that and more is coming up on today's radio show. Let's get started with our weather. A little cloudy and breezy yesterday, but we see the sun is shining. Steve-O, what's our forecast looking like for today?
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Mid-80s on today's high and sunny with high pressure over the area, a little bit breezy. Overnight, a few clouds, and we're in the upper 40s, and then we get mid-80s and sunshine again on Friday. Then for Saturday, we'll have sunny skies, cooling off a little bit, right around 70 on the high. We'll stay near 70 with a slight chance of a shower or thunderstorm on Sunday. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Sunshine, 53 over Artesia at this hour. Humidity is at 49%. The dew point is 34 degrees. Winds are out of the northwest at 6, gusting to 10. Pressure is 29.78 and on the rise. Our air quality index is, what is our air quality index? It's 43, so we have good air quality at this hour. Only 7 degrees above the average daily high for the high today. The moon is in the waning gibbous phase, 100% illumination. We're off a full moon yesterday. Moon rise will be at 8:12 tonight. Sunset is at 7:18. Sunrise at 6:42. Around the region, we've got 58 in Carlsbad, 51 in Roswell, 54 in Hobbs, America. With the breezes and stuff, we've got some red flag warnings out for today. Around New Mexico, lots of sunshine. 42 in Albuquerque, 38 in Santa Fe and Cloudcroft, 41 at Ruidoso, 51 at Alamogordo, 49 in Las Cruces, 37 in Gallup, 38 in Farmington. Got some parts of clouds in the sky, 37 in Taos, 28 at Red River. Clovis is 51, and in West Texas, the sun is shining. 57 in Lubbock, 54 in El Paso City, and again here in Artesia, we've got the sun shining and 53 degrees. Let's look at our lunch menus that we have for today. This is the last day of school this week. We've got the Easter holiday weekend Friday, so no school tomorrow. We've got the breakfast pizza today. Steak fingers is the lunch item for today with mashed potatoes and gravy, green beans and dinner roll, and a fruit cocktail. So it's breakfast pizza for the breakfast today, steak fingers for the lunch at the Artesia schools today. At the senior meal site, they will also be closed tomorrow for Good Friday, but today it's steak and stuff. Broccoli salad, scalloped potatoes, a wheat roll, and banana pudding. So steak and stuff for the senior meal site today. At the Senior Center, by the way, you want to say thanks to Carol and her team at the Senior Center. They hosted the swearing-in ceremony yesterday and had punch and cookies and coffee, and that young lady that was the dancer did the performance right before the swearing-in of the officials. It was very well done. Thank you so much, Carol, and your team for putting that on last night. Today, they'll have the exercise video at 8:15. The painters will be painting at 9 o'clock. J&J Home Care will be there at 9 o'clock to do the mini physicals, the blood pressure checks, and all that good stuff. The beginner line dancers will be dancing at 9:30. Bridge at 1 o'clock. The Swedish weaving at 1:30. Texas Hold'em at 2 o'clock. The stained glass class is at 2:30. And there is a dance tonight. Marilyn will be your DJ for tonight. Finger foods on the menu, and that is tonight. There is a Moose Lodge lunch on Saturday at 11 o'clock, and this month it'll be meatloaf. That's right, meat in a loaf form for you. That's for the seniors at the Moose Lodge on Saturday. Let's see, at the library, whatever it is that we're getting from Wendy, when we print it out, you can't read it. It is, what is it here? 10:30 toddler time, 4 o'clock after school STEM. So it's toddler time at 10:30 and after school STEM coming up at 4, after school STEM at 4 o'clock this afternoon. So that's going on at the library. Yep, 4 o'clock, after school STEM. Tiny art show. They'll be putting those display items out, but the kits are still available if you want to partake. School calendar. Let's look at the school calendar today. The band district concert is at Clovis today. JV Boys Golf is at the Eunice Invite today. The softball will be hosting Roswell today. JV has a game at 5, varsity 5 and 7. JVB baseball will be at Eunice at 4 and 6. Varsity track will be at the Gene Wells Relays. That's in Hobbs this afternoon. New Mexico ASR testing, juniors only, 8 o'clock this morning. And kindergarten registration, final day for the registration. That is today, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. At the Grand Heights. So that will conclude today. No school tomorrow, Good Friday. And so it's a 3-day weekend for the kiddos this weekend. Let's see, birthdays today. We've got Rose Davis and Cheryl Scrimshire are having birthdays today. So happy birthday to Rose and Cheryl. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. And hope you have a wonderful day on this day of your birth. All right, let's take the break. We're going to come back with some Bulldog baseball players to talk to you about and a coach. So all that is coming up next on the Good Morning Artesia radio show. Stick around if you can.
911, what's your emergency?
Oh my gosh, this guy in front of me is all over the road.
Save us all. Make the call. Report DWI.
This message from the Eddy County DWI program.
Calling all Mustang owners. Get ready to rev up your engines for Artesia Ford Mustang Day, happening Friday, April 17th. Join fellow enthusiasts and celebrate America's most iconic automotive legend, the Ford Mustang, turning 62 years strong. Show off your ride, connect with other local Mustang owners, and enjoy free hot dogs, chips, cookies, and soft drinks. So call Artesia Ford today and sign up 575-746-3578. Don't miss the celebration Friday, April 17th at Artesia Ford Sales.
To be a champion, each team member must do their part to help the team win. That is true in business too. Edge Safety and Services LLC want to do their part to help your business win. They specialize in several field services: sandblasting, coating steamers, pressure washing, repairs, and cleanouts. Edge Safety also offers drug and alcohol screening and on-site services and safety trainings to make you better. Edge Safety and Services LLC, 575-736-1047. Proud supporter of the Artesia Bulldogs.
Incredible in Artesia is open for business, ready to give you the hometown quality and customer service you know and love. Georgia and her team specialize in in-house design for quality custom business cards at a competitive price. From scanning to desktop publishing, if you need it, they can do it. On Main Street across from the Derrick Floor statue in downtown Artesia. For all your printing needs, think Incredible.
Here's a fun fact. You're likely within 5 miles of your nearest H&R Block right now. That means you never have to go out of your way to get your taxes out of the way. File with the confidence and convenience you deserve this tax season with the original tax experts at H&R Block. Walk in or make an appointment today. 502 West Texas Avenue, Suite A, Artesia.
The Artesia Police Department wants to remind you to lock up your vehicles, take your keys with you, and never leave valuables in your vehicle. If you're looking for a rewarding career in law enforcement, the Artesia Police Department is looking for you. The department is currently hiring certified and uncertified officers. Take advantage of a great retirement plan, paid leave, and medical benefits. Apply in person, online, or call 575-746-5000 for more information. The Artesia Police Department is an equal opportunity employer. And please always remember, don't drink and drive.
What's up, Artesia?
Hey guys, it's Jen.
And this is Andy with Faith Kids, and we just want to let you know that we have something for your kids, 5th grade and under. We have services on Sunday mornings at 10:30.
And we also have faith groups on Wednesday nights at 6:15 for 5th grade and under. We have nursery for your babies, and then we also run a bus ministry on Wednesday nights. So if you can't get your kids here, we'll come get them.
Here at Faith, we love families, we love kids. We'd love for you to come hang out with us. 401 South 20th Street.
Bye.
Looking for power, performance, and a whole lot of game day style? Come to Major Supply, your one-stop shop for industrial goods and outdoor gear. With the brands you trust, Milwaukee, Rigid, and much more. Built for the job site and tough enough for any task. And when the work's done, gear up for game day with team apparel, sunglasses, and all the sporting equipment you need to play hard and cheer harder. Tools, threads, and everything in between. Stop by today at 1808 South 1st in Artesia or check them out online at MajorSupplyLLC.com.
Need extra storage? At Champion Storage in Artesia, we built a brand new, fully secure facility with fencing, 24/7 digital video surveillance, and personalized gate codes for your peace of mind. You never have to wait in line. Pick your unit. Choose from 5x10 all the way up to 10x30. Complete the rental and get your gate code online in just minutes. That's right, all from your phone or computer. Secure, household or business storage. Fast, simple, and safe. Visit championstorage.com and get started today.
Hey, we're back on the Good Morning Artesia radio show. It's Bulldog Baseball Day today, and we've got Coach Robert Fernandez. Good morning, Coach.
Morning.
And we've got Diego Morales.
How's it going today?
Doing good. I got my tea. Dalen Pacheco. Good morning, Dalen.
Morning.
How things?
Oh, it's pretty good.
Pretty good. Coach, first time with us this year. What are you coaching for the Bulldogs this year?
Yes, sir. I coached the JV A and B with Coach Noel, and then I help out with varsity a little bit.
Okay. So you guys were busy Tuesday night over in Hobbs?
Yes, sir. Yeah, we had a doubleheader like them. A split. Lost the first game, won the second game. So good outcome.
Okay. How's the JV doing this year overall?
Pretty good. We got some good kids coming up and good talent, so going pretty good.
Good. You had any games this weekend?
No, so I think all of us were off this week, so get back to it next week, and then we'll start Monday, JVB against Roswell. So.
Okay, and the varsity has you're off this week too, so you don't play again until next week. So I think softball's playing Roswell tonight.
Oh, yeah.
But you guys are off. Did you get to make the trip to Rio Rancho?
No, I stayed back and practiced with the JV. So
okay. What's like the number one thing you're working on with the JV? Is it hitting the ball, catching the ball?
Yeah, the basics. No, really working on getting them ready for the next level. Like teaching them a couple of those things. That way, when they get there, they know what to do, and it's not like so much of a jumping stone for them. They can just get right to it.
Okay. And then, what are some of the things you do to help out on the varsity level?
So I've been working with the catchers. So I work a little bit with Brant and Elijah when he's back there, and then those upper, coming guys. So, yeah, working with the catchers.
Okay. Now, where'd you go to college?
I went to NMSU.
NMSU? Yes, okay. Did you play any sports?
No, didn't play no sports, no.
Okay.
I played in high school, but after that I was done.
Yeah, played in high school?
Yes, sir.
Who was your coach in high school?
I had Rex Henderson for football, and then J.J. Ortiz was my senior year, and Lee Johnson. He was here when I was a sophomore. So.
Okay. You ever go back and listen to his play-by-play?
I do, actually, yeah. It's something about just hearing your old coach talk, brings back some memories. So it's cool to hear him talking about the baseball and seeing him out there. So. Yep,
he enjoys coming out and doing the games for us, and we're glad to have him helping out. Sure. So. That's good. These young guys, they don't have any idea.
No. No.
Well, let's talk to Diego and Dalen. Dalen, you guys were, last weekend you were up in Rio Rancho, and that baseball tournament up there, that was quite an environment for baseball. What'd you guys think about that experience?
I thought we saw a lot of good pitching, so we can kind of get ready for district. It showed us what we really needed to work on. A little bit of defensive stuff, more of hitting. So I think we figured it out for the second game of Hobbs. You got anything else?
That's pretty much it. It just pointed out our weaknesses and what we got to work on and everything we need to do to get better to get back to that state championship that we want to get back to.
Yeah, Joby kept talking about all these scouts there from the other Major League Baseball teams.
Oh, yeah.
What was, are they obvious? Are they wearing uniforms?
They're not wearing uniforms, but they don't try to hide it at all. They'll just sit there with the camera like this.
Oh, okay.
And so it's pretty obvious that they're doing something.
Who was it? There was one year, a few years ago, they came... There was a bunch of them. They came with like different color shirts and khaki pants and clipboards. Do you remember any of that?
That might have been y'all's sophomore year.
Yeah.
I think sophomore year.
Yeah, they were pretending to be scouts. That was kind of an interesting experience when that was going on. But you got to see some good talent from around New Mexico. Who were some of the top teams and top players you got a chance to watch at Rio Rancho?
The first batter, what's his name?
Delangel. I don't know his first name, but his last name is Delangel. It's pretty good. First pitch of the game, hit a home run off our best pitcher. That'll do something.
It kind of set the tone, didn't it?
Oh yeah, for sure. After that hit, we're like, well, this is going to be a long game.
Well, but at least you had a chance to compete against him, and like you said, learn a lot about the team.
Yes, sir.
And then the weekend before that was the Artesia tournament, right?
Yes,
and you guys did pretty well in that one.
Not too shabby. We should have beat Deming.
Yeah, we should. The first game was like what screwed us over the most, but if we would have won that first game, it would have been overall a really good tournament.
Yeah, well, it messes up the bracket, man.
Yeah. It messed up everything.
Yeah, don't do that again. At least win those first two games, before you do that. But Deming's a pretty good ball club. You'll probably see him again in the postseason, don't you think?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, well, that's good. Hobbs, a tale of two games. That was kind of weird, wasn't it? I don't know if we're used to seeing that type of thing where first game they can't do anything wrong, and then the second game you guys were hitting the ball like crazy.
I think we just weren't completely ready for the game. And once we got chewed out for it, we were like, all right, we're good to go.
We're good to go, huh?
Yeah, it's just, I feel like for us, especially for us, we walk into games thinking that we're already going to win. And I feel like that's what happened when we walked in with Hobbs. We already felt like this was a one game, and they jumped all over us. And then we finally got a hit our butts, and then we finally went in there and did our jobs, and we won the game. So.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you got something out of it instead of a miserable night. It was a half miserable night or whatever it was. Let's see, what's next on your schedule? You guys got
Roswell on Tuesday.
Roswell on Tuesday. What do you know about the Coyotes?
We've seen them once already. They're a good team. They're scrappy. They're gonna stay in it as long as they can. But I mean, as soon as you jump on them and like you get a decent lead on them, they start to collapse on themselves. So it's just like jump on them quick, hit the ball, jump on them quick, make no mistakes, and just keep the lead, and we should be good.
Yeah, Dalen, how about you? What do you know about those Coyotes?
I know they're struggling right now since they're down there. They're down with Luke Lynn. He was their ace, but I was talking to him whenever we played him. He's just sad a little bit since he can't pitch.
Did he get injured?
Yes, sir. Something with his arm. I don't remember exactly.
I think it's his shoulder.
His shoulder, yeah. Well, hopefully it'll improve. Yeah, I saw that. It looked like something was going by. I think that's our next guest. So that's good. So you got Roswell on Tuesday, and then the Carlsbad Cave People, and they always put on a pretty good baseball team down there. So you're looking forward to playing Carls. Did you get to see him at all up in Rio Rancho?
No, sir. We didn't get to watch him, but as long as we hit the ball and make no errors, we should be okay.
That's right. And then that's it. Then it's district.
Yes, sir.
I mean, you've got 3 games left until district. Can you believe the season's gone by so quickly like that?
Crazy.
Flying by.
So get ready for all that. And of course, that's Portales and Lovington and Goddard. You saw Goddard in the Rio Rancho tournament, and it looks like they've got a pretty good team this year.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nobody we haven't seen, but we just have to be ready for it.
Yeah. Then Lovington, have you seen Lovington at all this year?
We saw him play in our Artesia tournament. I mean, it's nothing crazy. It's the same old Lovington team. We should be pretty good.
Okay. And then Portales, have you seen Portales yet this year?
I heard they're pretty good this year.
Yeah, they finally got that Culpepper kid back.
Okay.
He was their ace sophomore year, but he tore his ACL during basketball last year, so he didn't get to play. So it's like his first year back. So it should be pretty good.
Well, good. So should be a fun district season this year, but I can't believe we're almost halfway through the season. What do you have coming up next for JV? You mentioned you've got Roswell
on Monday. Yes,
on
sir.
Monday.
And then Tuesday we got JVA. I believe it's Goddard.
Goddard, okay. And then is there like a border conference or some kind of a district competition, or you just play out the rest of the...
Playing out the rest of the season. I believe we get done after their first week of district, and then that'll be the end of our season.
Okay. Then do some of those players get to come up to the varsity level, or?
We've already had a few kind of just bouncing around. Logan Rodriguez, Colton Hamilton, just kind of just seeing varsity side and then going back down playing some JV ball.
Okay. Well, that's a good experience for them.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So, I don't know if we talked about this last time. Diego, what's your walk-up song?
My walk-up song is Suavemente by, I forget by who, but it's a Spanish song. It's pretty cool. I like it.
Okay. That's your song this year?
Yes, sir. That was my song last year as well. I don't know. I just like it, so I just kept it.
Hey, go with what works, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Dalen?
I don't even remember.
That was it. It was a good day.
Oh yeah, it was a good day.
I forgot about it.
You forgot?
We haven't played at home in so long, you just forget some things.
Yeah. So, well, how important are those walk-up songs? I mean, you can't remember what your walk-up song is, but I mean, when you hear that walking up to bat, do you even think about that, or is it more for the fans?
I think it's a little bit more for the fans,
but
it doesn't bother me whether we have one or not.
I mean, I like it. I like it. I like it. I just like when I go up to the plate, I can hear like music, and it's for me. I don't know, just something about it.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Coach, did you have a walk-up song when you played?
It's been a minute. Back when I played, we had 3. I think y'all just get 1, right?
You had 3?
Yeah, those. I couldn't tell you what those 3 were. I know one was by the Gap Band, the old song.
Uh-huh.
And that's the one that kind of just like sticks with me. So I don't remember the other 2.
They got 3.
Yeah, 3.
Yeah, and Dalen can't even remember one. Tell everybody again what positions you play on the team, Dalen.
I play first and pitcher.
Okay.
I've played them all around. I've played first this year. I've pitched. I've played second, and I've played outfield. That's mainly my positions.
Now, something new this year, they added that second base there at first base. How's that supposed to work?
So it's just like softball. It's just a safety bag. So if there's a play in the infield, the runner has to touch the orange bag. But if the ball's in the outfield, then he can just touch the white bag.
Okay. That's how that's supposed to work. And that's every time it's on the infield, or there's not a limit to how many times they can touch that? So
yes,
every time it's a play in the infield. Okay. Well, hopefully that'll keep getting spiked when they come down that first base line. You guys following anybody on the major leagues?
No, sir.
No, don't have a major league team? Okay. Didn't know if you had like the Braves or the Yankees or the Rangers. There's a lot of Rangers fans around here, so well, maybe you'll get to pay attention to it later. Anything after the season, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Anything else you'd like to mention or add today? Anybody you want to thank?
I don't have anything, do you?
Well, last time I was here, they said something that I had like when I was Mama, I love you. Sissy, thank you for everything. But I'm good. That's me.
Your dad?
There's the
Pops, your dog. Thank you. I love you.
All right, Coach. Anything else you'd like to mention or add today?
Yeah, just come finish out this season and support these boys as they go through district, and hopefully we got a chance to go do it again. I did the same thing when I was in high school. Shout out to my mom, my dad, my family, and my wife working. I know she was going to listen in because I'm on the radio. But
there you go. There you go. Where's she work?
Smiles Expressions.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Good. I get to go there next week. If you have teeth, that's where you got to go, right?
Yep.
So, well, good. Coach Robert Fernandez with us today. Dalen Pacheco, Diego Morales, thank you so much for coming in, and good luck with the rest of the season.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having us.
All right. Thanks a lot. We'll take a break for news and be back in a moment on Good Morning Artesia.
With SRN News, I'm Rich Thomason in Washington. President Trump, addressing the nation from the White House last night, says all of America's core strategic objectives in the Iran war are nearly achieved. Chief among those objectives is to make sure that Iran will never have a nuclear weapon. The president's calling on other nations to retake the strategic Strait of Hormuz from Iran and to keep it open. As the president warns Iran to make a deal with the U.S. and as ceasefire talks continue, the Islamic Republic continues firing off missiles. The long-running partial government shutdown could soon be over. There's a new Republican-authored plan for funding the Department of Homeland Security. The Senate may take up that proposal as early as today. On Wall Street, ahead of this morning's opening bell, losses deepening on Wall Street. Dow futures down 679 points. The Nasdaq futures off almost 500 points. More details, srnnews.com.
At Lowell's Pharmacy, we'd like you to be part of our pharmacy family.
You and your family getting all the things you need, where personal service is always guaranteed. Prescriptions fill faster with dependability. That is why we're called the Family Pharmacy.
At Lowell's Pharmacy, we're known as the family pharmacy for a lot of different reasons. We offer a wide selection of health and beauty aids for the entire family. And whenever you drop by Lowell's Pharmacy, we make you feel like you're dealing with family. We like it that way at Lowell's Pharmacy. And you know something? You're going to like it that way too. Lowell's Pharmacy.
And that is why we're called the Family Pharmacy.
Lowell's Pharmacy, 612 North 13th, across from the hospital in the Artesia Professional Building. Lowell's Pharmacy.
It's time for the Eddy County Sports Report. Hey, we want to wish congratulations to some local selectees for the All-State basketball squads that were just released by the New Mexico High School Coaches Association. Now, this is not an all-senior thing. If you're good enough as an 8th grader even, you could be selected to this team. So it is a very high honor to get picked. And congratulations goes out to Charlie Campbell and Braylon Vega from Artesia. They were both picked first team for Class 4A. You know, there's only 5 guys picked on the first team, and they were 2 of them. And speaking of which, the second team, same thing. Only 5 guys picked for the entire classification 4A. Clay Kincaid and Trent Egelund were picked as second team for Class 4A. Congratulations to all of the Artesia players. And congratulations to Shane Sullivan from Carlsbad, picked second team for Class 5A. The Sports Report brought to you by DSI. Call DSI for all your office technology needs. I'm Eric Butler at KSVP Radio AM 990.
On some level, you have to hand it to these cyber criminals. They've come up with a scam that, according to the FBI, is so convincing almost anyone buying or building a new home or renovating one is likely to fall for it. Here's how to avoid it. I'm Kim Commando for WebRoot. WebRoot Essential Antivirus protects your devices without slowing you down. Right now, get 62% off at webroot.com/Kim. In this new scam, online criminals impersonate city and county planning officials with a phishing campaign designed to trick you into paying for fake permit fees. Criminals tap into publicly available local records of zoning and building applications and get the details of your project. Only then do they strike. The email looks exactly as if it came from your local planning commission office. There is, of course, a link to pay for the fake permits. Do not click the link. Check first with your local offices to verify. Remember, once the money is sent, you will never get it back. Tired of all the AI hype? That's why you need to get my new free weekly newsletter. Sign up now at splashofai.com. I've tried a lot of antivirus software over the years, and when something better comes along, I switch. That's why I've moved to WebRoot Essentials. WebRoot Essentials is a cloud-based AI-powered antivirus app that was designed to evolve with today's threats. It's fast, lightweight protection that works across all my devices without slowing me down. If you need another reason to switch, get this. WebRoot Essentials recently ranked #1 in independent Passmark performance studies against 9 other brands, like Norton, McAfee, and even Microsoft Defender. The study found that WebRoot Essentials scans 6 times faster, uses far less memory, and takes up 33% less space on your computer. I've seen the difference WebRoot has made for my devices, and now you can too. My listeners get 62% off WebRoot Essentials at webroot.com/Kim. Get the #1 ranked antivirus protection for just $19 a year right now at webroot.com/Kim. webroot.com/Kim. Go now while you're thinking about it. webroot.com/Kim.
Turpening & Son Mortuary of Artesia presents a listing of today's obituaries. We do not have any obituaries to share with you right now. This listing has been presented as a service by Turpening & Son Mortuary of Artesia, where we make it personal. Let's take the break. We've got folks lined up ready to join us to talk some golf in just a minute. But first, let's see what the markets are doing on the Wall Street Business Report.
With the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Bill Alexander. Wall Street ended higher on Wednesday with strong gains in Alphabet and other heavyweights after U.S. President Donald Trump suggested an end to the Middle East conflict could be close. Oil prices settled lower on Wednesday after Trump's statement. Shoppers increased their spending in February before gasoline prices spiked because of the attacks on Iran by the U.S. and Israel. Retail sales rose a better than expected 0.6% in February from a revised 0.1% decline in January. The Elon Musk space exploration company has filed preliminary paperwork to sell shares to the public, an offering that would likely rank as the biggest ever. A SpaceX IPO promises to be one of the biggest Wall Street events of the year. The Trump administration will move the U.S. Forest Service headquarters out of the nation's capital to Salt Lake City as part of an organization overhaul that involves shuttering research facilities in 31 states. For the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Bill Alexander in Washington.
If you want to install a new roof, you can do it the cheap way or you can do it the right way. Jennifer here from Trustmark Roofing, and one of our customers recently found this out the hard way. He was going to hire us to re-roof his roof, but he found someone to do the job for $2,000 cheaper. Half a year later, this customer called us to re-inspect his brand new roof. Turns out this contractor was not a contractor at all. He had no license and no insurance. The roof was installed incorrectly and never had been passed by the city inspector. We had to re-roof his brand new roof, tear off the shingles and start from scratch. It was the most expensive $2,000 anyone has ever saved. If you need a roof installed the right way, you can trust who your neighbors trust. You can trust Trustmark Roofing for no obligation to the penny quote on your roof transformation. Call 575-755-ROOF. That's 575-755-7663.
Trustmark Roofing, we put people first.
It is much easier to prevent business fraud than to clean up the damage after fraudulent activities. First American Bank is committed to introducing the newest technology and treasury management solutions. With First American Bank as your business partner, we can help you with our recommended fraud prevention products and best practices to proactively keep your business finances more secure. Talk to a banker today to find out more. First American Bank, your local first community bank since 1903. Member FDIC.
Welcome to Answers with Ken Ham, presented by the Coalition of Christians for Biblical Creation and Fulkerson Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. CCBC is an interdenominational coalition of Christians from Artesia who believe that the account of origins presented in Genesis is a simple but factual presentation of actual events. Answers with Ken Ham is brought to you by Fulkerson Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, your best bet yet for great service. For over 41 years, thousands of customers have chosen Fulkerson. Call 622-1600 or visit www.fulkersonplumbing.com.
Jesus, the Son of God. This is Ken Ham, founder of the ministry behind the popular Answers Bible curriculum. As believers, we're sons of God, but Jesus is the Son of God. We're adopted sons, meaning every Christian man or woman has the rights of a son by adoption. But Jesus is a relational son. He's deity by nature. Jesus is the Son of God because he reveals God to us. In using this term, Jesus is declaring he has the rights and authority of God himself. During his trial, the Jewish leaders said Jesus deserved death for the blasphemy of calling himself the Son of God. But Jesus is the only man who ever walked this earth who can say he's the Son of God because he is God.
Want more information on who Jesus is and what he has done for us? Go to our website at AnswersRadio.com.
Hey, we're back on Good Morning Artesia doing a little reminiscing with our guests. Maybe I should ask you the Gen X trivia question. Do we have any Gen Xers in here?
Oh, yeah. I think we all are, aren't we? Or no, you're not quite.
I'm not quite.
She's a little millennial girl.
She's a baby.
So
She's
Ramey's a
baby.
Gen Xer, Patrick's a Gen Xer, Laura is a, what, Gen Y?
What? You're
Gen
the,
Z.
what do they call it? The border X and a Zennial? I think that's right, right?
Zennial.
Is that right? I think so.
Well, let's see who gets this question. Anybody remember the movie from 1974 called Network?
Oh.
Ooh.
And
I was one.
The newscaster, Howard Beale, got so fed up with everything in the movie that he screamed his famous line, "I'm mad as hell and blank."
Oh.
Here are your choices.
Wow, this is actually a movie I haven't seen. Give me the choices.
All right, here are the choices. I'm mad as hell and I quit. I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take it anymore. I'm mad as hell, I need a nap. Or I'm mad as hell and I'm leaving town.
I think it's B.
I think it's, my gut says B, but I'm going to go with D.
Okay.
I kind of like that. I need a nap, but I don't know. I mean, that sounds good to me.
I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take it anymore. That's B was the answer.
I had a feeling. That seems that caught
like
my
something
ear
I
a
would
little
say,
bit. If I saw that movie, it was a long time ago.
Yeah. Yeah. So, well, 1974, it's...
I was 1 year old.
I was 3, so... You were a thought.
A thought.
Maybe.
I'm a boomer, so I was alive. So it's memory to me. Anyway, we have our guests Patrick Allen and Laura Conklin and Ramey Gibbs from the Downtown Lions Club, and you got the big golf tournament coming up. You've set the date, April 25th, so it's just a few weeks away.
Yep, we are coming down to crunch time on it. This is one of our bigger fundraisers of the year. I'm a big golfer. I love playing golf. I'm not very good, but I love playing golf. And I always, rope, either friends or clients or family into it. I love playing golf, and I love being part of the Lions Club, where we get to give back to the community many things. And this is one of the vehicles that helps us get there to do that for the community.
I think it's our largest fundraiser annually, right? I think so.
Oh, the tailgate, that's a lot of work too.
Yeah.
That's when we have at the football game once a year, usually in October, and that's a fun one too.
Yeah.
But I think this is number 2 technically.
Is it? Okay.
But
it's a big deal though.
It is a big deal.
And so what the Lions are known for is their biggest thing that we do is vision, is to focus on helping underprivileged people be able to see better. We donate glasses, right? And then we go into the schools and actually will check children's eyes. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, we do eye screenings at the Head Start and the kindergarten and some of the elementary schools to help find those kids that can't see. And we have these very expensive cameras that were donated that we can just hold it in front of their faces, and it tells us this kid needs glasses.
Wow. Pretty amazing stuff.
Yeah, and then we refer them to the school nurse who helps them get some glasses.
Right.
And it's, when I was a kid, I couldn't see. I was very nearsighted. I had no idea. And my mom took me over here to, what was the name of it back in the day? Dr. Ham.
Oh,
and
okay.
I put a pair of glasses on me. I walked out and I looked up Main Street, and I could see the lights all along Main Street. And I was like, oh my gosh. And I was like 9, somewhere in there. I could not see. I had no idea. I had just been so nearsighted my whole life.
Yeah.
And my grades didn't get much better, but they got a little bit better. But I could see.
Yeah.
And that was the thing. And helping children do that's an amazing thing.
Yeah. I think it was 3rd or 4th grade for me is when I finally got glasses. Like you, I was nearsighted. And everything I thought was just blurry.
You just thought that's how the world looked.
Yeah, I thought how the world looked. But then you get into bifocals and trifocals. And
I had
or have them on the end of your nose.
Yeah, I had LASIK surgery, and it corrected all that problem I had out here.
Yeah.
Now I can't see out here.
No, that's the Gen X eyes, because I have the same problem. So anyway.
Yeah.
But really, we need your help, guys. This is a community effort, and we've got different opportunities, different levels of sponsorship. So our bronze is $250, silver is $500, gold is $1,000, platinum is $2,000. And I'm sure we can come up with anything in between. If you want to sponsor more than $2,000, we won't cap you at that amount for sure. So that's just what we're aiming for. But really, this is just a great opportunity for people to get involved, pour into the community. Really, this money just goes and we become just a tool to help others. And so in order to do that, we have to have your help. And so that's where we're asking, you guys to come in. If you want to be a sponsor but don't know how, you can get on, I'm sure most of you are familiar with social media. Look me up on social media. Look Ramey, Patrick, Lions Club. Send us a message. I'll just give everyone my phone number out on the radio right now. So I really will.
Please be the first caller to that. Please.
So seriously, just
And
give
tell
me.
her about the movie network.
Right? I've learned that we don't have privacy anymore. You know,
You really don't,
You can
no.
Google my name and find my phone number. So let me just tell you, it's 806-368-2725. Call me if you want to sponsor for Lions Club, and we will come to you. We will pick up a check. We will do all the things. Oh, I did want to note one thing.
Mhm.
There may have been a little bit of confusion. I actually called the pro shop yesterday, and I believe a date had gone out that is incorrect. So it is not April 11th. I know a huge business here in town had that on their calendar, their internal calendar. And so that got me calling around. So it is not April 11th. It is Saturday, April 25th. So if you work for a business and you're listening and you have this on your calendar, if you will make sure that your people in charge
Have the right day. Yeah.
Yes.
Have the right day. Well,
It's
it
a
says
three-
right here, April 25th on the flyer.
Yeah, the flyer does say
it
that.
does.
so
We
who
were
knows?
set up for the 11th because we had the 11th last year, and with some help from the board of the country club, we got a later date.
Okay.
Because it snowed and rained, and the wind blew, and the year before just the wind blew. So we were trying to get a better date because the 11th wasn't. We had 2 bad years in a row.
Yeah.
But hopefully the 25th will be a little more, weather friendly.
Well, I hope so.
Yeah,
I hope
thank
so.
you.
I think, Ramey, you said it's also on the Facebook page for
Yes,
the
the
Lions Club?
Lions Club Facebook page. So officially, it's the Artesia Downtown Lions Club Facebook page. You can see the QR code there where you can scan it.
Mhm.
And you can also pay by credit card there if you don't want to write a check. I also want to point out that if you're not a company but you love to play golf, grab 3 friends and create your own team. So
2 friends.
Well, okay, yeah, sorry. 3 total.
3-man scramble. Shotgun start 9 a.m.
Yeah, and then it's for a 3-person team, it's $300, so $100 per person, and that includes everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mulligans this year?
We are selling mulligans, $10 each. We have a hole-in-one sponsorship offered by Artesia Ford. Thank you, Lion Robbie.
Mm-hmm.
We have a Tiger Woods drive. That means you start from 100 yards out on the longest
It has a
par
different
5.
meaning nowadays.
Yeah, it does.
The golf club drive, not the Escalade drive.
Yeah, that.
I mean, he's a heck of a golfer, and he's,
Anyway,
we all love him, but
Life.
he's still got issues just like everybody else.
That's
does.
right. That's right. So it's the Tiger Woods with the golf club drive.
Yeah, off the tee,
Off the tee.
not behind the wheel.
That's right.
And we have a circle contest that's like a closest to the pin type of thing, and you can wager up to $20 max, and you get inside that. We give you $20, or
Cool.
you can just donate it right back to the club.
That would be preferred, but
Yeah, that would be
either
preferred.
way. Either way works, right?
And lunch by Edge Safety. That's a really important. Everyone likes to eat. I like to eat. So
Yep.
we won't make you starve.
Yep, hamburgers and hot dogs. We appreciate them. They've done that for us. They were going to do it last year, but it got snowed out. And the year before, the food was great. They did it for us the year before, and it was amazing food.
Yeah,
amazing.
We've also got a raffle.
Yep, we have a
there's
raffle.
a raffle,
We're
okay.
raffling off a player pack.
Okay.
These are $20 tickets. Inside the player pack, you get a rangefinder, a very good rangefinder, a Bluetooth speaker, and a really nice divot fixer if you're lucky enough to hit the green from on your second shot and actually make a divot. Because if you're like me, you miss the right and then you chip it on, and you don't make much of a divot, but
right.
You can fix somebody else's divot that's on the
There you go.
on the green and
You can
between
just walk
your
around,
ball and the hole.
fixing
Yeah.
divots. you
Yeah,
know?
because golfers that don't fix their divots, they drive me crazy.
Yeah.
Rude.
I know, and I have like maybe 6 different kinds of divot fixers because I buy those every time I go play like a course.
Right.
I've never played before, so I've got some really cool ones.
That's awesome.
They're like little switchblades.
Who's driving the refreshment cart around this year?
Don't know. That's on the country club.
That's on the country club. Okay.
And the shack will be open for for drinks and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I get water there. I dehydrate when I get out on the golf course. And, man, they save my life every time, those drink girls with the water.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's important. So call the country club if you want to play golf. Get your team together of 3.
Yep.
Yep. You can also use that QR code and sign up yourself. Yep. Super easy.
And also looking for the sponsors. And you gave your number so fast, I wrote down 806, Laura.
Okay.
I think that was on purpose.
Right. Don't really call me, but call me.
No, I know, right?
Everybody call her. Just call her and hang up on her.
Yeah, that would be very sad.
Yeah, but the problem is we see who calls.
That's true. You can't do that like you did back in the day.
I can
That's right.
also return that phone call that I keep getting. So,
Okay.
I mean, the joke would probably be on them. I
That's
think
right.
at the end of the day.
That's right. You'll just
So-
call them back and offer
Yeah.
them an extended warranty on their vehicle.
Exactly. There you go.
So it's 806
368
368
2725.
2725.
Yep, just give me a call.
Okay. Anything else we need to mention today?
I think that's it. Thank you for having us. And we hope to, we got to get people signed up, and we're excited, and I want you to be excited. And so let's go make a difference.
Yeah, even if you don't want to put in a team and you just want to give to the Lions Club, make
That's
a donation.
acceptable. Yeah.
We accept donations because
Absolutely.
we're out there in the community doing good things for our kids. We got junior Lions coming up that are graduating. They're going to get scholarships from us. We do so much for the community. Back in the day, I was a junior Lion. And my dad was in the Lions Club back then. And so when I got older and I was like, you know what? I really want to get into the Lions Club. And I've been a member now for 10 years.
Well, good. We're out of time, but thanks for coming in, Patrick Allen, Ramey Gibbs, and Laura Conklin. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
All
Have
right.
a good day.
News is next.
Nuclear and otherwise.
The country has been eviscerated and essentially is really no longer a threat. They were the bully of the Middle East, but they're the bully no longer.
The president warns that if Iran doesn't make a deal with the U.S. soon, we're going to hit each and every one of their electric generating plants very hard. The president's White House ballroom project is expected to get a green light today from a key regulatory body.
Just days after a federal judge ordered that construction of President Donald Trump's massive White House ballroom come to a halt, the National Capital Planning Commission is expected Thursday to approve the project. The commission, which approves or denies construction on federal property in the Washington region, is going ahead with the vote because a commission spokesperson says Tuesday's order by U.S. District Judge Richard Leon to halt construction does not affect the planning process. The commission will also consider some changes to the 90,000 square foot ballroom addition. The ballroom is now estimated to cost $400 million. Donna Warder, Washington.
Launched last night from Florida's Kennedy Space Center, 4 astronauts are headed toward the moon, but on this mission there will be no landing on the lunar surface. House Speaker Johnson and Senate Majority Leader Thune say they've agreed on a plan to fully fund the Department of Homeland Security. The Senate could act on the agreement as early as today. And watching Wall Street, the Dow is down 665 points. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Hi, Mike Gallagher here, host of the Mike Gallagher Show. As we head into spring, there's some good news in the housing market. Rates have recently dropped. When rates drop, payments can drop. That can mean hundreds of dollars a month back in your pocket, money you can use to pay bills, reduce debt, or strengthen your financial position. That's why this is the time to talk to my friends at Fellowship Home Loans. They're helping homeowners refinance into lower rates and reduce their monthly mortgage payments. Fellowship also offers a fixed rate line of credit for home projects or consolidating a high interest debt with fast approval and a predictable rate. Remember, many people still qualify to skip their next 2 mortgage payments. That's 2 months of breathing room while you reposition financially. I've used Fellowship personally. I trust these guys. Before you make your next move, go to fellowshiphomeloans.com/Mike G, fellowshiphomeloans.com/Mike G, or call 800-510-MIKE, 800-510-MIKE. Fellowship Home Loans, mortgage lending by the book.
Nationwide Mortgage Bankers, DBA Fellowship Home Loans, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 819382.
One of the consequences of war, almost 200,000 Iranians said to have been forced from their home.
Around 180,000 Iranian families have been displaced due to the ongoing war, but it's hard to determine an exact figure because Iran doesn't have a displacement tracking level as found in other countries. According to the International Organization for Migration, Amy Pope, the IOM's Director General, has told the AP she expects that figure to increase as more civilian infrastructure gets caught in the crossfire. Pope also warns about the likely impact on migrants working in Iran, who might not be guaranteed the same safety that an Iranian family is seeking. I'm Charles de la Pesma.
As Russia's war in Ukraine continues to rage, Ukrainian President Zelensky says he's discussed an Easter ceasefire proposal with U.S. officials. He says a successful ceasefire could prove that diplomacy remains a viable option for ending the war. News and analysis at townhall.com. Australia is starting to enforce its social media platform law.
Australia is considering bringing court action against Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, and YouTube after alleging they are not doing enough to keep Australian children younger than 16 off their platforms. Australia banned young children from holding accounts on 10 social media platforms in December. The first report from the E-Safety Commission about compliance with the law was issued Tuesday. It found significant concerns with 5 platforms and was gathering evidence against them. Keith Peters, Washington.
Marine archaeologists have located the wreck of a Danish warship. It sank in the 1801 Battle of Copenhagen. Denmark's Viking Ship Museum says that divers are now racing to excavate the vessel before construction begins nearby. The wreck's down about 50 feet in thick mud, near zero visibility. More on these stories at townhall.com.
As KSVP celebrates 80 years of broadcasting in 2026, one of our longest-running features is the KSVIP. We love recognizing our local residents and listeners for great accomplishments in their lives. If it's a birthday, anniversary, promotion, retirement, a new family member, you name it, they're worthy of being a KSVIP. To nominate a special person who will receive recognition on the radio and a flower from Nell's Floral, call 575-746-2751. Hey, we are back on the Good Morning Artesia radio show for this Thursday, April 2nd, 2026. How you doing? Busy first hour. We had some Artesia baseball players that joined us in studio. Last segment, we had our Lions Club friends talking about their big golf tournament coming up on April 25th. And this hour, Jeffrey, did we get a hold of our rec center folks? Are they going to be joining us today? I see them on the schedule. I just didn't know if we were going to have them in as visitors. Also this hour, we've got a few minutes in the hour. We're going to play for you the mayor, our new mayor, Jeff Yahtzee, spoke after the swearing-in ceremony yesterday. And I mentioned this last hour. Big thanks to Carol and her team at the Artesia Senior Center. They hosted the swearing-in ceremony and had quite a few folks that came out, family members and friends of the different council, no longer candidates, council members. And there was one counselor who was out of town, so he wasn't there to be sworn in again. I don't know. Are they on their way? Oh, okay.
So we're open.
So we are open. Okay. Very good. Thank you. So yeah, if matter of fact, I'll tell you what. Let's take the weather break, and then when we come back, we'll talk more about that. So let's see what our weather's going to be doing today. Steve-O, what you got for us?
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Mid-80s on today's high and sunny with high pressure over the area, a little bit breezy. Overnight, a few clouds, and we're in the upper 40s, and then we get mid-80s and sunshine again on Friday. Then for Saturday, we'll have sunny skies, cooling off a little bit, right around 70 on the high. We'll stay near 70 with a slight chance of a shower or thunderstorm on Sunday. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Sunshine, 57 is the temperature in Artesia at this hour. Got a red flag warning. Conditions expected by noon today. What is a red flag warning? Means that winds will be above 20 miles an hour and relative humidity below 15%. So you have high fire danger for southeast New Mexico and the Guadalupe and Delaware Mountains. So that's what a red flag warning is. Be careful with your potential fire starting stuff out there. Sunshine, 85 is our forecasted high for today. It's 57 right now. Sunny and 86 tomorrow. And then we'll have some partly cloudy skies and 73 on Saturday. Cloudy and 70 on Sunday. Partly cloudy, 69 on Monday. And then the rest of the week looking pretty good next week with highs 70 on Tuesday and then back into the 80s for Wednesday and Thursday of next week. The chance of precipitation 0 today. None expected for the next 10 days. And we just, I need to look into this El Nino thing to see what's going on with all of that. Anyway, our humidity right now is at 43%. The dew point is 35 degrees. Winds are out of the northwest at 4, gusting to 9. Pressure is at 29.80 and on the rise. Our air quality index is 45, so we have good air quality today. The moon is in the waning gibbous phase, still 100% illumination. The moon will rise at 8:12 tonight. Sunset at 7:18, sunrise at 6:42. Carlsbad, Roswell, and Hobbs all under the red flag warning as well. 62 in Carlsbad at this hour, 57 in Roswell, 60 in Hobbs. Sunny to partly cloudy skies across New Mexico. Partly cloudy, 46 in Albuquerque. Mostly sunny, 41 in Santa Fe. Sunshine, 41 in Cloudcroft, 45 in Ruidoso, 54 in Alamogordo, 53 at Las Cruces, 40 in Gallup. Mostly sunny, 41 in Farmington. Partly cloudy, 40 at Taos. Windy, and 30 at Red River. Red flag warning in Clovis. Also a fire weather watch for the Clovis area. 56 degrees there. And in West Texas, the sun is shining over Texas. 62 in Lubbock, 57 in El Paso City. And again, here in Artesia, we've got sunny skies and 57 degrees. All right, Jeffrey, you got that ready? I've got that ready. Last night at the Artesia Senior Center, Raul Rodriguez, Terry Hill, Woody Wright, and Kent Bratcher were all sworn in as new city councilors, and Jeff Yahtzee was sworn in as the next mayor of Artesia. Michael Bunt was not able to be in attendance, so as soon as he gets back in town, they'll get him sworn in. And Sheila Perkins was there. Sheila, I believe, is going to be elevated as the mayor's choice to fill out the last 2 years of the city council seat that he held until yesterday. And so that nomination will be put forward before the council at their next council meeting. And if they concur, then Sela would be sworn in as a city council member. So congratulations to her for that selection, and that'll become official at the next city council meeting. Also, we learned that when they did the recount down in Carlsbad on Tuesday, the results were exactly the same as what was certified by the county commission a couple of weeks prior to that. Terry Hill won, and he won by 4 votes. So that was all. That was all done. Anyway, let's right now. If you're ready to roll, Jeffrey. Jeffrey Yahtzee, our new mayor, spoke after the swearing in by Judge Gallegos yesterday. Let's take a listen to that now.
Thank you, everybody, for coming today. This is an important event for our city. It's important to us. It's important to our families. A lot of people have put a lot of work into this. Campaigning is not an easy thing. Anybody that's willing to step up and do that and lead with their face for 8 weeks, that says something about their love for this city. So I respect anybody that's willing to do that. Before I came down here today, I couldn't leave until I watched the Armistice rocket take off. So I thought about that. That's a lot more dramatic than what you just witnessed up here, but it gives me inspiration. That's a huge mission. We haven't been anywhere near the moon in over 50 years. And I remember as a little kid when we landed on the moon. So my grandkids out here, they'll get to witness that again in a couple of years. Hopefully this, Lord be with these astronauts as they attempt to circle the moon. I don't know that that's ever been done, what they're trying to do today. And another notable event today is April Fool's Day. So I don't know what that says about all this. So I'd like to thank my family. Excuse me. My friends, my new friends that I've met. It truly takes a village to get this far. My dear friend in the back, Glenn Kaiser, he started me down this road. So I don't know whether to kiss him or kick him. But he's a dear friend of mine. He's here tonight, as well as a lot of my other friends. My mom's here. Had a lot of time to think today. You'll learn that can be scary. I'm better off if I'm busy. So when I get to thinking, I get some wild ideas sometimes, and I think we've got some temperament on the council to rein me in when that happens. So we need a mixture of all of that. I went and visited my dad today. He's literally on cloud 9. So he would be so happy for his family today to see this. My campaign, during the campaign, I told the story about my great-granddad that literally came to Artesia on the back of a horse in 1913, I believe. So while I was at the cemetery, I'm thinking of all the family that brought forth, my aunts and uncles. The majority of them lived here, my cousins. Most of them are buried out there. So my family, in one way or another, truly has helped lay the foundation for this town from a very early time. Not just the bricks and mortar, but the morals that we have, the traditions that we share. All those things are important, and that began many, many years ago. And a lot of you could say the same about your families, and there's value in that. And this mayor and this council will work to preserve those traditions, keep Artesia moving forward in a way that makes us all proud. My goal is to look back in 4 years and the things I told you I was going to do, I want to be able to say I did those things. So keep me accountable, keep us all accountable. Give us a little bit of a grace period here while we get our feet wet, but we're ready to get to work. And once again, I thank you very much.
And we look forward to that. We'll be back in just a moment.
Southeast New Mexico. The Advanced Heart and Vascular Center of New Mexico in Carlsbad, home to Dr. Amanda Ryan's trusted cardiology care for over 13 years, is now part of Current Clinic. That means world-class electrophysiology services right here in Southeast New Mexico. No more 3-hour drives to see a specialist. Current Clinic is bringing advanced, life-changing treatment for atrial fibrillation, AFib, and other heart rhythm disorders close to home. Early intervention for AFib can dramatically lower your risk of stroke, and our goal is to help our community understand just how important that is. You and your loved ones deserve comprehensive, cutting-edge heart care without leaving town. If you're experiencing an irregular heartbeat or AFib symptoms, expert care is now available locally. Visit currentclinic.com today to learn more and schedule your consultation. Current Clinic, easy access to comprehensive AFib care right here in Southeast New Mexico.
Check out some of the bargains this week at Fenn's Country Market in Artesia. Select bags of Nabisco Oreos are 2 for $9. And select 12-pack cans of Food Club soda are 3 for $12. In produce, 1-pound containers of red ripe strawberries are $1.77 each. And juicy mangoes are 2 for $3. In the meat department, pork spare ribs are $2.69 a pound. And Cook's bone-in shank portion hams are $1.79 a pound. These are just some of the bargains this week at Fenn's Country Market in Artesia.
Do you wake up and wonder why your jaw hurts or why your teeth are sore? You could have been clenching or grinding your teeth all night and you don't even remember it. Hi, this is Dr. Sarah Usher at Carabelli Dental, and we can provide Botox treatments as a solution for those overworked muscles. If you are eager to find a solution for pain relief, if you want to stop breaking your teeth, or maybe you want to sleep better, come experience why our patients choose Botox treatments from the experts at Carabelli Dental.
Come see the team at Carabelli Dental at the corner of 9th and Main in Roswell, or call 575-622-4455.
Are you ready to succeed? ENMUR's dedicated facilities and faculties provide an exceptional learning experience. From academic programs to behavioral sciences, business, health education, or technical education, ENMU Roswell offers a wide variety of certifications and degree programs designed to take your education and experience to the next level. Eastern New Mexico University Roswell, worth the journey. Roswell's hometown university.
Success starts here. ENMU Roswell.
The Carlsbad Public Library invites you to touch a truck April 25th from 9 to noon at the Carlsbad Public Library. From big rigs to emergency response vehicles, Touch a Truck is a family-friendly event designed to allow children to explore, climb on, and touch vehicles of all shapes and sizes. Meet the people who build, protect, and serve Eddy County and learn more about the hard work they do. The first hour is sensory considerate, meaning no horns or sirens. Find the Carlsbad Public Library on Facebook to learn more. Touch a Truck, April 25th from 9 to noon at the Carlsbad Public Library, 107 South Halegueno in Carlsbad.
Hungry for flavor? Since 1965, La Fonda in Artesia has been serving up some of the most inventive New Mexican dishes around. From rich, slow-cooked red and green chili to sizzling carne avocada, every bite is tradition with a twist.
That chicken enchilada plate, so spicy, so comforting, just what I needed.
Come visit us at 210 West Main in Artesia or call 575-746-9377. We're open Monday through Friday from 11 till 2 and 4:30 to 8. Closed on weekends. Treat yourself to something local. La Fonda, where flavor feels like home.
We have good news, by the way. The space toilet on the Artemis II spacecraft is working again. I watched a little bit of the launch. I watched the launch yesterday after I got back from the swearing-in ceremony. And somebody in the comments on X said, why is it that our graphics that they're showing of the space launch look like they're from the 1970s? And I kind of had the same thought. I said, doesn't Elon have a whole ring of satellites that you can bounce camera signals off of? And because once it got up into orbit, they were putting up the animated, here's what it looks like is going on up there. And I thought, don't we have? I don't know.
The capabilities for that?
I've
apparently not to have a working toilet.
I've seen the sci-fi movies. We can see everything going on out there with the spacecraft. No, they had a problem with the space toilet. According to the spokesperson, Gary Jordan, he said the toilet fan was jammed. And now ground teams are coming up with instructions on how to get into the fan and clear that area to revive the toilet for the mission.
Revive the toilet. What a choice of words.
Norm Knight, director of flight operations, explained the malfunction was due to a controller issue on the toilet. I'm guessing it was Windows 11 and it needed to be a security update, you know. And this is what we were laughing about during the break. They said that the potty could still be used for number 2, not for number 1. And then the funniest line of the whole story, the astronauts in the meantime employed their contingency waste management capabilities specifically for urine.
Contingencies.
So, but the good news is the space toilet is working. The comments on X were classic, including a picture of Howard Wolowitz from The Big Bang Theory. Recognized. So, anyway, Jade is here from the rec center, and how are things going?
They're going well, Gene. Yeah, going really well. We're kind of in our, it's not really a slow time, but slower time.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely hitting the ground running, trying to finish up after school program as school finishes up, and then planning for summer rec.
Summer rec, that's right. I can't believe it's already April. We're a quarter of the way through the year.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I thought this just started 2026.
Yeah, it's like, whoa, what's
going
happening?
on? What's going on? So, what are you thinking about for summer rec this year? What are some of the programs you're looking at implementing?
Yeah, so we always, we kind of do a rotation. We put the kids into groups and we rotate. It's more manageable that way. We always do some kind of arts and crafts element. We try to put an educational element in there as well. They play different games. We do a whole lot of fun stuff with our competition time, which they get put into teams and they earn or lose points for their team. But they get to come up with a team name and create a team flag. And that's my favorite part of the program, because I also get to pull out like really wild and crazy games and we get loud and crazy. But it also brings working together as a team to those kids, and they get to learn those skills as well. So excited to have hopefully a new and old crew of summer workers. Those applications will open up May 1st on the city website. So if anybody's interested in a summer job, go check it out.
Go check it out. That's right. You usually get high school seniors or just out of school?
We usually get some high school kids, and then we get some kids in their first or second year of college. That's typically who we get, and they're awesome. We had a great crew last year. I'm hoping lots of them decide to apply again because we had a really great time.
Yeah. So any of the winter programs are all done then, right? You just have the after school program right now?
Just the after school, and then we're doing some evening rec. So we have men's basketball on Tuesdays. From 5:30 to 7:30, and then we started doing a youth open gym, 7th grade through 12th grade, on Thursdays from 5:30 to 7:30. But tonight we will not have that because we have a function scheduled this evening.
Okay.
The building's been rented, so we'll have to scrap that for this week, but we'll be back next week with that.
Okay. Well, that does happen from time to time.
It does.
Different events at the center, they get rented out.
Right.
Gets rented out for that. I bet you have some interesting team names on your adult basketball program.
Well, they just kind of pick up, but we've got 25 to 30 guys that show up, and they would stay until midnight, I think, if we let them. So
they just enjoy coming out and playing basketball.
They do, and it's a good time. They get in there and they put their teams together and they play to a certain amount of points, and then whoever loses gets off. The next team hops on, and they just keep it going.
Yeah. With your summer rec, how much of that are you able to do outdoors? Are there outdoor activities associated with that?
Well, we like to try to implement some outdoor activities. Obviously, all around us is pavement and concrete. So in June and July in Artesia, that can get a little warm.
Yeah.
But we also, like at the end of the program, the last week, we always have a pool party at the Aquatic Center with all of our kiddos and our workers. And so there's time spent there. But we try to implement some outside stuff. But if it's crazy hot, we get the kids back in and make sure they're drinking enough water and not getting sunburned. So
yeah, that's not a bad idea. That's an air conditioned facility, isn't it?
Praise the Lord.
And not swamp coolers.
Right. Right. Yeah. Big old units, man.
Big old refrigerated air. So that's pretty cool. Speaking of renting it out, how does that process work? If someone wants to rent it out for a birthday party or quinceanera or something like that, what's the process for that?
Yeah, so you can call the center or you can go in. Jeannie usually handles our rentals. So if you come into the building, ask for Jeannie. Say you want to rent the space for whatever you're looking for. We have a calendar that tells us who's booked when and what, so we'll be able to tell you what days are available or if the date you're looking for is available. And then Jeannie will walk through the whole process, rules, what your cost is going to be, and all of that stuff. So could be shifting a little bit as the priorities for that building change in the next several months, hopefully.
Right.
So yeah, but we're excited about it, and we have people rent our facility quite a bit. So
Sure. Now are you as the rec director? Do you also oversee some of the programs going on out at J.C. Park throughout the year?
It just depends. So what we do is like baseball, softball. When Seek First uses the fields out there, they have to come through us to do a facilities use to utilize the facilities. And that goes through Jeannie as well. She handles she does a great job handling all of that fun stuff on the administrative side. So, and you just come in, get you a packet, fill it out, make sure you have your insurance attached and light schedule or whatever that may be. She will make sure that you have everything you need before that paperwork goes to the next place. And then once that's all good, they go and do a walkthrough of the facility before they get started and get going.
Because there's baseball fields, softball fields, there's tennis courts. Soon to have more pickleball courts.
Some covered pickleball courts.
There's the
football field, soccer fields.
Football, soccer. There's the disc golf. But if somebody wants to go out and just play disc golf, they can
just go out and play. Yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully, we're going to try to look at maybe seeing if we can't get some disc golf tournaments coming to Artesia. I think that would be cool. And a good way to utilize that out at J.C. Park.
Yeah. Be interesting to see what people come up with for the 4th of July this year, since it's supposed to be the 250th, and a lot of people are
big anniversary,
encouraging things to go along with that, But that's down the road a ways.
Well, I mean, it's going to be here before we know it, Gene.
That's true. Oh my gosh, got to get ready for that. Fireworks and
I guarantee you, Jessica and Camille are already getting that figured out.
Yep, I know there's fireworks this year because I already talked to the fireworks guy, and we were talking about coordinating the music for the fireworks show. So be listening for that, folks. There'll be more information coming out
that's awesome.
on help make the fireworks work. Have you been by the new rec center building?
I have not,
lately?
But I am going today.
You are?
I am.
Getting an update today.
I'm going to go check it out, see where they're at.
Looks, from the outside, looks pretty impressive.
Yeah, it looks nice. Looks really good.
Yeah.
And they're moving along.
Well, the weather has, for the most part, cooperated this year.
Yeah, for the most part.
Much to the disappointment of those of us that like rain.
We need rain.
We need some rain, but the lack of rain helps not slow down some of these construction projects. So anybody that's working on the street projects or things like that are thankful for the lack of moisture. The schools have their career building.
Right,
2
yeah.
that's being built right now, and I think they had a little bit of slowdown when it snowed.
Right.
But my understanding was the crew that was in town doing some of the work was from up north.
So they're used to it.
They were used to it. 'Cause they were like, "Can we keep working?"
They're like, "This is nothing."
Yeah, and they were like, "Yeah, knock yourself out if it can all get done." Well, good. Was there anything else we want to let folks know that's coming up? Just when do you anticipate the summer program stuff, the spring program stuff being ready?
Yeah. So for summer rec, we're going to open registration May 11th.
May 11th. Okay.
And it'll run through not the last week of the program, but the week before, because we always have kids who, want to come and jump in at any time. We are planning on being at the Summer Activities Fair, so we'll have flyers, and I think it's May 14th, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
We'll have flyers and a link to our online registration, so hopefully people can do it that way. It might be a little more convenient and easier for them, but if not, come down to the center and we'll help you figure out how to pay with cash and get that all going. But yeah, so May 11th we'll open that up. Just reiterate again, if anybody's looking to work the summer rec program as a summer recreation aide, those applications will open May 1st on the city website. So check that out, and we'll post stuff on our Facebook page and get the word out as well. So
good deal. Good deal. Look forward to all that information coming out soon.
Yes.
So did you pull a April Fool's prank on anybody yesterday, or did somebody try you?
I personally did not pull one, but at church last night, our kids ministry finished up their March Missions Madness, and we do that every year to raise money for a different missionary to help them with whatever they need. And we always have a competition, boys versus girls, and the girls always win. So the thing was, if the girls won, Andy and one of our volunteers would have to get dunked in an ice bath. And then one of our male volunteers. And then if the boys won, Jen and one of our female volunteers was going to have to get dunked in an ice bath. And so we, you get all the kids together. I mean, we were talking 4 years old through 5th grade.
Right.
All in a room.
Right.
And play it up real big. And they threw the graphic up on the screen to show the totals. And it said the boys had more than the girls. And so, I mean, the room erupted. Yeah. Like, what? Because, of course, the boys are like, right? We finally won, Yeah. And then, boom, April Fool's. It was the other way around.
The girls are probably going, wait a minute, that's not right. That's not right. So the boys got dunked in the ice bath.
They did. Yeah. I'm sure they were very cold.
Well, that's fun. That's a good one on that. We went to the swearing in program last night, and I said to now Mayor Yahtzee, I said, you need to pick a different day than April Fool's Day to have the swearing in. Have it on the 31st. Have it on the 2nd. But why do you have to have it on April Fool's Day?
Just kidding. No, not really.
Yeah. Somebody let John know he's still the mayor. No, he's not.
Yeah.
No, because I don't want to be the one to tell Jeff that he's not the mayor.
Right.
So that's,
no.
No, he's going to do good. But it, some people, I think the governor even put out an April Fool's post yesterday that, but it's hard to look at stuff that you see on the internet. Okay, did the governor actually put this out?
Yeah, is this for real or not?
Right.
Or, yeah.
But anyway, it is a funny day if you're into that kind of stuff.
Right.
So fortunately, we didn't have anything around here. So
Jeffrey didn't pull anything on you?
He did not pull anything. he knows better than to pull something with me. But I would have laughed for a minute. Jay, thank you so much for coming down. Anything else you'd like to mention?
No, I mean, I think that's about where we're at right now. It'll be interesting to see what happens as things transition and move, but we're excited about it, and be on the lookout.
Be on the lookout. All right. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Gene.
All right. We'll see you. Take a break for news. Back in a moment.
With SRN News, I'm Rich Thomason in Washington. President Trump says the Iran war is nearing an end and should be over very soon. In last night's address to the nation, the president said that Operation Epic Fury has neutralized the Iranian threat, nuclear and otherwise. Launched last night from Florida's Kennedy Space Center, 4 astronauts are on their way to the moon. It's the Artemis II mission. There will be no moonwalk this time, but it does set the stage for one at a later date. House Speaker Johnson and Senate Majority Leader Thune say they've agreed on a plan that would fully fund the Department of Homeland Security. The agreement puts the leaders on the same page, raising hopes for an end to the partial government shutdown. Following yesterday's rally this morning, stock futures have been sharply lower. The Dow futures down more than 600 points ahead of the opening bell. More details at srnnews.com.
All across America, this is the Red Apple Audio Network's Market Report, sponsored by Abacus Global Management.
Good morning, I'm John Terrett. There's no doubt about it. Wall Street was in the mood for risk yesterday. Word on the street was that the Iran war is winding down. That was before they heard the president address the nation last night. On the data front, U.S. retail sales rose 0.6% in February, so the markets closed yesterday afternoon higher by between 0.5% and 1%. Company headlines: the really big story of yesterday is SpaceX confidentially applying for an IPO, an initial public offering. Elon Musk's company could raise $1.7 trillion. He's hired the 5 biggest banks in the world and scores of smaller ones to help him sell the idea. It's called Project Apex. Nike shares fell 16% yesterday due to weak guidance and an anticipated 20% drop of business in China. Nike's big in China, but there's so much competition there. And the chocolate people, Hershey's, will return to traditional ingredients for their chocolate bars after the founder told them to stop using the more modern ingredients. Yes, sir, we will. The FDA approved Eli Lilly's new obesity drug. It's called Foundeo. Lilly's stock was up 4%. And today is the 1-year anniversary of the Trump tariffs and Liberation Day. Remember in the Rose Garden with that whiteboard? That was a year ago. With business, I'm John Terrett.
This is the Red Apple Audio Network's Market Report, sponsored by Abacus Global Management.
What if the future of finance wasn't built around averages, but around you? At Abacus Global Management, we're reshaping financial planning around the most personal data point, your lifespan. But it's more than just insight, it's control. As a technology-driven asset manager, we're empowering investors with an integrated system to take command of your time, your future, your financial destiny. This is a new era of investing. Take control at abacusgm.com.
Now, time for another Otis Advisory.
Get your bunker buster with cheese. That's one flying hot tamale, weighing in at a cool 30 tons of fun. Now there's a prize waiting for anyone who can finish their bunker buster and keep it down for 8 seconds. Hell, it's just like being at the rodeo. Bottoms up, cowboy. Your bunker buster comes tail up to go down easy at 45 degrees for maximum penetration. You'll feel it though when it hits bottom, so know your surroundings and have a quick exit plan if things get messy. Wait, what's that? The bunker buster comes with an automatic second helping. It's built right in. Oh no, if you didn't get enough with stage 1, you're about to be pounded with stage 2, coming in right behind it. Looks like there's something in the inbox that needs your immediate attention. And when that bunker buster hits the outbox, you'll be up all night. So what can you do to get ready for your next bunker buster with cheese? First, get out of the way. Call in sick. Take some me time and don't go anywhere near Hell's Kitchen today or tonight. Remember, the bunker buster feeds everybody in the room all at once, and she only comes in well done. No separate checks, you won't need them. Look, we know that Ozzy is the Ayatollah of rock and roll, and he's selling his DNA for $4.50 a can. So there is a business in being liquefied. That's the way we Otis. I'll see you at the Peace March.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Mid-80s on today's high and sunny with high pressure over the area, a little bit breezy. Overnight, a few clouds, and we're in the upper 40s, and then we get mid-80s and sunshine again on Friday. Then for Saturday, we'll have sunny skies, cooling off a little bit, right around 70 on the high. We'll stay near 70 with a slight chance of a shower or thunderstorm on Sunday. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Thanks, Steve. Let's see what we have. Jeffrey handed me a book, and I landed on the chapter on how to organize for the community Halloween carnival. Right now, it's mostly sunny and 61 degrees, going up to a high today of 85. 66 in Carlsbad, 61 in Roswell, 64 in Hobbs, America at this hour. Jeffrey, you've got to help me with this. I don't know if this is true or not. So I'm looking for Jeffrey's consultation on this next thing that I've heard. That's a funny joke. I saw this on X yesterday, and it looked like it came from the governor. And it was posted yesterday, Jeffrey. And so I didn't know if this... I know yesterday was April Fool's Day, but I think this came from the governor's office.
She's a fool every day.
And it said Executive Order 2026-012, honoring my unprecedented accomplishments as governor of New Mexico. Whereas I, Michelle Lujan Grisham, have spent years shepherding the great state of New Mexico through legislative sessions, budget battles, unprecedented natural disasters, and global pandemics. Whereas my administration has boldly tackled infrastructure, education, economic development, and public health crises more successfully than any other governor in the history of the state of New Mexico, indeed in the history of the United States of America. Whereas New Mexicans want a state government that honors these achievements, whereas I believe the time has come for the state to formally recognize my many, many contributions. These are all the whereases. Now, therefore, I, Michelle Lujan Grisham, governor of the state of New Mexico, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Constitution and laws of the state of New Mexico, do hereby order and direct as follows. 1. When completed, the new executive office building will be named the Michelle Lujan Grisham Executive Office Building.
I can see her doing that.
2. The Department of Transportation headquarters shall henceforth be known as Michelle Lujan Grisham Transportation Complex in recognition of my deep and abiding commitment to smoother roads and my dedication to increasing the state's fleet of electronic vehicles for New Mexicans. If that's true, how come we're still waiting for that stupid bridge to be finished between here and Roswell?
Miss DOT?
3. There's more. There's more. But wait, there's more. Number 3, the Opportunity Scholarship will henceforth be called the Lujan Grisham Opportunity Scholarship. Number 4, the Universal Child Care Program will henceforth be called the Lujan Grisham Universal Child Care Program. And Leering Center.
And Leering Center, yes. She is in charge of the Leering Center.
Mm-hmm. Number 5, there's more. Number 5, I hereby declare that my birthday, October 24th, will be a state holiday. State buildings and services will be closed in my honor every year.
Say Halloween's a week away.
Number 6, I'm also declaring that my brother Gregory Lujan's birthday, January 6th, will also be a state holiday. State buildings and services will be closed in his honor every year. Got to throw the brother in there, right?
Hey, and it's Jan 6th.
Pope Joy Hall, the signature performance space in our great state, will be changed to honor my many contributions to the arts. Pope J. Hall will now be known as the Michelle Lujan Grisham Center for the Performing Arts. And number 8, finally, The Rio Grande shall be renamed the Lujan Grisham Grande in recognition of my commitment to preserving our state's natural resources. I further order and direct as follows. 1. This order supersedes any previous orders, proclamations, or directives to the extent that they are in conflict. Done at the Executive Office this first day of April 2026. Michelle Lujan Grisham, Governor.
You know, that's the thing. On April Fool's Day, how can you tell that apart from any other day when you're listening to fools like Michelle Lujan Grisham?
If she put this out as her April Fool's, you could kind of sense that she's digging Trump.
Yeah.
Because Trump is a bold and brash real estate developer from the Bronx or from New York.
Yeah.
Who everything's the biggest and the best, and and he's put his name on buildings. You see the renderings of the presidential library?
Mm-mm.
One of the sons put it out this week. And I don't know if it was on April Fool's, and so it was a joke or not. But apparently there's going to be a 47-story building in Boca Raton, Florida, that looks very similar to the Freedom Tower in Lower Manhattan, New York City. And it's going to have on the first floor the Air Force One and a tank, and but it's 47 stories for the 47th president of the United States and stuff like that. So
it's going to be a cool library.
Be a cool library, but again, I think it may have been released on April 1st, and so
I did see as far as some of the new hospital. Did you see that yesterday?
No.
Phone will open up. Oh, like what was it? The Kith and Kin, they had a was it a green chili cheeseburger latte yesterday?
Okay.
Let me see. Shared it onto our page.
Oh, okay. I'll have to check it out.
Look for it.
Yep. That's a story I'm going to tell Aaron. Let's see. We got that done. No, were there any other April Fools? Jim Wilburn, who people may remember. What's that now?
That's the new hospital.
Oh, it's got a moat.
Now we're thrilled to finally announce that the planning committee has officially approved the designs for a brand new hospital expansion, located smack dab in the middle of Brantley Lake.
That's April Fool's.
Yes.
Jim Wilburn sent me a text yesterday. It was a picture of Tiger Woods, but instead of getting the green jacket at the Masters, he was getting the orange jumpsuit. That's why when they said they were going to have a Tiger Woods driving contest, I thought, whoa, wait a minute.
But when they said that, I'm like, dude. This is a golf carts? Are you going to be?
You have to drive without a rollover between the country club and the Derek Floor sculpture.
Man, see, this is what.
I'm sorry.
Because if I laugh, I'm just gonna start coughing.
Yeah, don't laugh at that. But can you get from the Derek Floor sculpture to the country club without rolling over like Tiger Woods? That'd be the driving contest.
Yep.
So he sends me this picture, a tradition like any other, Tiger with his orange jumpsuit. And so I replied back, wait a minute, that's not it. Where'd it go? I just showed you the picture, didn't I?
Yeah.
There it is. So I replied back to him. I said, I don't know if you heard this, but Jerry Jones got wise and fired Schottenheimer. and brought back Jimmy Johnson as the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys. And Cooper Henderson is going to be an assistant coach. And Jim said, seems like I heard that somewhere. And it was a callback to an April Fool's joke that Jim played on this show many, many, many years ago. It was when the Cowboys, they had, Jerry Jones had fired Jimmy Johnson. And I can't remember if he had brought in Barry Switzer. Was Switzer right after Johnson? Yeah. And so Jim is doing the show, and it's April Fool's Day, and he gets on the radio and he says, Jerry Jones has seen the error of his ways. He's rescinded his offer to Barry Switzer, and he's brought back Tom Landry. Tom Landry was still alive at this point. And he had quotes from Troy Aikman and Emmitt Smith and Michael Irvin and all the big stars of the Cowboys in the early 90s that were winning Super Bowls. And then Coach Henderson phoned in and said, yeah, it's true, and I'm going to be leaving the Bulldogs and going to be a coach for Tom Landry. And the reaction that we got from the community was just crazy. People were calling up all in tears. They couldn't believe that Coach Henderson was going to leave Artesia. And
that is so awesome that he went in on it.
Yeah, it was great. So I had to update it for today, because Tom Landry obviously has passed away, so he can't come back. But Jimmy Johnson is still alive, and he was the coach of the Cowboys when they won a couple Super Bowls in the early 90s.
Have they been to the playoffs since he left?
Well, Barry Switzer. Oh yeah, they won a Super Bowl under Barry
with Jimmy's team.
That's what people say. And are they going to go back again unless they put that team back together? But it's interesting, some of the different April Fool's jokes. The one that Jade was telling us about the competition for the ice bath. Yeah, was pretty funny.
That was.
All right, I need to take a break, Jeffrey. Thank you so much. Go in there and cough. I'm just kidding. All right, we'll be back in just a moment.
Hey, Roswell, it's Ford Truck Month, and your friends at Roswell Ford are rolling out massive savings on all new Fords and 000. You heard right. During Ford Truck Month, get 0% financing for 60 months, 0 down, and 0 payments for 90 days. Plus, Roswell Ford needs your trade today, so we are willing to overpay. We'll do whatever it takes to get you released from your car, truck, or SUV, even if you owe thousands more than your trade is worth. So you can upgrade to a new Ford for less, with 0% financing for 60 months, 0 down, and 0 payments for 90 days. Roswell Ford has partnered with more aggressive lenders that will push to approve your credit with great rates and terms, even if it's less than perfect. Get on board at Roswell Ford. Upgrade to a new Ford today and get huge American-made savings with 0% financing for 60 months, 0 down, and 0 payments for 90 days during Ford Truck Month. 821 North Main Street in beautiful Roswell. Call 575-623-3673 or online at roswellford.com.
Interest accrues from date of sale. 0 APR is $16.67 per thousand. Financed on 2025 F-150s. Subject to lender approval. Offers not combined on select vehicles.
Enrollment is now open for 26-27 at Artesia Classical Academy. ACA provides a Christ-centered classical education designed to build wisdom, character, and leadership. With small class sizes, teachers truly know every student. Our 4-day school week gives families balance, while students excel in Latin, Spanish, American Sign Language, STEM, PE, art, and music. If you want your child challenged academically and grounded in faith, choose Artesia Classical Academy. Visit artesiaclassicalacademy.org or call 575-247-1378 today.
Check out some of the bargains this week at Fens Country Market in Artesia. Select bags of Nabisco Oreos are 2 for $9. And select 12-pack cans of Food Club soda are 3 for $12. In produce, 1-pound containers of red ripe strawberries are $1.77 each. And juicy mangoes are 2 for $3. In the meat department, pork spare ribs are $2.69 a pound. And Cook's bone-in shank portion hams are $1.79 a pound. These are just some of the bargains this week at Fens Country Market in Artesia.
Whether you're buying your first home, selling, adding to your investment portfolio, or finally getting that shop with acreage for your forever home, Century 21 Black Gold is by your side from start to finish. Century 21 Black Gold is the premier full-service real estate brokerage in Artesia, striving to treat each client, property, and transaction with care, knowledge, and professionalism. Your home is our priority. Century 21 Black Gold Brokerage. We don't just sell houses. We hand you the keys to your next chapter. Give us a call today, 575-736-0000. 0021.
With a deep heritage in oil and gas, Abo Empire is focused on safe and effective energy development in New Mexico. We will continue to make strategic investments in this industry to promote the economic and environmental well-being of our company, our partners, and our communities. We are continuing the Yates tradition. From John Yates Jr., Cynthia Yates Price, and their families, we are your partners in the community and proud supporters of Artesia Bulldog and Lady Bulldog Sports.
The Artesia Historical Museum and Arts Center now has their very own website. Visit artesiamuseum.org to stay up to date on events and exhibits. Look through historical photos of Artesia, submit research requests, and more. For information, please call 575-748-7345. Stop by the Artesia Historical Museum and Arts Center at 505 West Richardson Avenue or online at artesiamuseum.org. Open Tuesday through Saturday from 9 to 4. This has Artesia Lodgers Tax.
Home health care is health care in the comfort of your own home when you cannot care for yourself. Home care services can help someone who has chronic health care issues, medical setbacks, or health impairments. J&J Home Care has the best skilled nurses and therapists for any of your special needs. So why pick a stranger to care for those you love when you can pick your beloved neighbor with over 30 years of experience? J&J Home Care is here for all your home care needs. Call us now at 575-746-2892 or visit us at jjhc.org.
Hey, we've got more coming up in the 9 o'clock hour on the Good Morning Artesia radio show. We will have we won't have an Ocotillo segment, Jeffrey. Jessica let me know that the backup person for that was unable to come in. We'll chat about Holy Thursday, which is today. Also, there's a meet and greet over at the Chamber this afternoon at 6 for the candidates running for House of Representatives District 66. We'll talk more about that, but that's today over at the Chamber at 6. And Lady Bulldogs softball this afternoon. Doubleheader with the Lady Coyotes starting at 5. This is KSVP Artesia. It's 9 o'clock.
Breaking news this hour from Town Hall. I'm Rich Thomason. Oil prices have been rocketing higher this morning. The energy markets are still on edge about the Iran war. Wall Street, though, has recovered all of its big losses from earlier in the day. Now, President Trump insists the war is winding down. He says it should be over very soon. In the meantime, he warns Tehran to make a deal with the U.S. or else.
We're going to hit them extremely hard over the next 2 to 3 weeks. We're going to bring them back to the Stone Ages where they belong. In the meantime, discussions are ongoing.
The president's White House address delivered last night. The Senate has sent its proposal to fund most of the Department of Homeland Security back to the House, marking what could be the beginning of the end of the historic partial government shutdown.
The Senate's action, taken in a mostly empty chamber just after 7 a.m., came less than a day after President Donald Trump effectively endorsed a two-track strategy for DHS. Funding most of it through a bipartisan deal with Democrats, then using the party line budget reconciliation process for immigration enforcement activities. Now the bill is headed back across the Capitol. The Senate approved Thune's motion Thursday to set aside the House plan, an 8-week all-DHS stopgap, and instead give it a second chance to pass the Senate bill, which omits funding for ICE and parts of Customs and Border Protection that Democrats oppose. Bernie Bennett in Washington.
NASA's Artemis II lunar mission off to a solid start. Last night's launch from the Kennedy Space Center. 4 astronauts now on their way to a close encounter with the moon. Commander Reed Wiseman says they're taking in $1 million view along the way.
We've got 2 moon rises that we've had so far, and the views of planet Earth. We've circled it completely, and we forgot how beautiful it is to look down on Earth.
This mission will not include a moon landing. On Wall Street, the Dow is down 87 points, while the NASDAQ is off 43. More on these stories at townhall.com.
You're not just overweight, you're in survival mode. No pill or crash diet's going to fix that.
They don't address why your body is storing fat. At PhD Weight Loss, they treat unwanted weight as a symptom, a signal that your metabolism, hormones, and stress response need attention. Fix that, and the weight comes off naturally. Call PhD Weight Loss, mention Mike G, you'll get 2 weeks free, and they'll pay for your food. Call 864-644-1900, 864-644-1900, mention Mike G, or go to myphdweightloss.com.
Your dog and a stranger are drowning. You can only save one. Who do you choose? Dennis Prager says your answer reveals everything about how you define right and wrong. In his new book, If There Is No God, Prager exposes the danger of emotion-based morality and why, without objective truth, society descends into chaos. This isn't a religious book. It's a rational case for moral clarity in a confused age. If There Is No God, from Dennis Prager. Order now at pragerstore.com.
Human Rights Watch says almost 2,000 civilians have been killed in Burkina Faso since the military seized power 3 years ago. The army and Islamic terrorists are said to be responsible for the bulk of the killings.
The rights watchdog says the scale of atrocities in Burkina Faso is staggering and warns the crisis is receiving little global attention. The report highlights one incident in which more than 400 people were killed during a security operation near the northern town of Djibo in December 2023. Survivors describe the killings as brutal and say they continue to suffer deep psychological trauma. Investigators say the authorities have failed to hold those responsible to account. Human Rights Watch is now urging the International Criminal Court to open a preliminary investigation into the killings.
The BBC's Richard Kagoy. An undersea magnitude 7.4 earthquake has toppled buildings in parts of northern Indonesia. One person was killed. News and analysis, townhall.com. Federal health officials have approved a new weight loss pill from Eli Lilly.
The Food and Drug Administration's decision means patients in the U.S. will soon have access to a second daily oral medication to treat obesity and weight-related issues. The drug will be sold as Foundeo. Shipping on Monday. The new pill joins Novo Nordisk's Wegovy pill, which has generated more than 600,000 prescriptions in the U.S. since it was approved in December. Lilly says pricing for Foundeo for those with insurance will start as low as $25 a month. Bob Agnew reporting.
SpaceX has filed preliminary paperwork to start selling shares to the public. That's according to two sources familiar with the filing. Now, this would be a blockbuster offering that's likely to rank as the biggest ever and make the SpaceX founder, Elon Musk, the world's first trillionaire. A SpaceX IPO promising to be one of the biggest Wall Street events of the year. More on these stories, townhall.com.
As KSVP celebrates 80 years of broadcasting in 2026, one of our longest-running features is the KSVIP. We love recognizing our local residents and listeners for great accomplishments in their lives. If it's a birthday, anniversary, promotion, retirement, a new family member, you name it, they're worthy of being a KSVIP. To nominate a special person who will receive recognition on the radio and a flower from Nell's Floral, call 575-746-2751. Hey there. Welcome back on the Good Morning Artesia radio show. Good news, the space toilet is fixed on the Artemis II mission. So they will be able to use the toilet for number 1 and number 2. They could use it for number 2, but not for number 1. And like some of the comments that I've seen on X, Howard Wolowitz has been recognized. Pretty cool. We finally launched a rocket into space with humans on it that's not just going up to the space station and back. It is on its mission to orbit the moon and return as we relearn how to do things with current technology after having not gone to the moon for 50 years. So it's pretty cool to see everything that's going on with that. So good luck to our astronauts headed out to the moon and all that. Pretty amazing stuff when you think about it. Watching that big rocket with those boosters lift off. And then after the boosters have done their job, they jettison the boosters, and then after the main rocket has done its job, they jettison it. They deployed solar panels as a part of this mission, something we didn't have 50 years ago. We may have thought about it 50 years ago, but didn't have the technology to do it. And so this thing gets got up into orbit. They jettisoned the boosters. All the booster rockets were jettisoned. And then they deployed these 4 solar panels. And the solar panels will help gather sunlight and continue to provide power for the spacecraft. And pretty cool how that technology has advanced since we last had a mission of this type. So pretty cool stuff to follow. You can follow on your social media platforms all the different aspects of the Artemis 2 mission that's going on right now. And then of course there's people that say that they didn't actually take off, that there was some kind of emergency escape baskets. Oh, they were visible during the liftoff yesterday, the emergency escape baskets. And, I'm sure there's a lot of different things that they're planning for on this particular trip. Artemis 2 toilet problem has been resolved and is now go for use. Go for go. So, very cool. Let's see. A couple of things happening today I wanted to remind you about. We have a candidate meet and greet. That's going to be over at the Chamber this afternoon. That's at 6 o'clock tonight. Refreshments will be offered, meaning they will be available. You will have to serve yourself. This is New Mexico House of Representatives, District 66. It's the seat currently held by Jimmy Mason. Jimmy is not running for re-election. 3 Republican candidates have filed and are running for that seat. There are no Democrats currently filed for that seat. So the primary is the election for this particular race. The candidates are Dan Lewis, Leanne Gandy, and Trinidad Malone, and all 3 of them will be there at the chamber at 6 o'clock tonight. So if you'd like to pop in and introduce yourself and meet them and see what they're talking about, what they would like to get done as a representative, this would be a time to meet them. So that's tonight at 6 o'clock. At the Chamber of Commerce. Had this note that I got in. Sorry about the we talked about this last week. We had Pastor McGoy in from and Luke, youth minister. I'm embarrassed. I met him. I should know his name. Anyway, it's the Living Last Supper. And folks from the church are portraying the parts of the disciples and Jesus at the Last Supper. And that will be performed tonight at 7 o'clock at First Methodist in Artesia. Everyone is welcome to attend. The Living Last Supper, that'll be tonight at First Methodist here in Artesia, 7 o'clock. When does Lent end? 2026. Everything you need to know about Holy Thursday. And this is according to Laura Daniela Sepulveda, who writes for the Arizona Republic. And this was published in the Roswell Daily Record on the 28th. So this would have been a few days ago. Easter is nearly here. While that may mean candy and Easter bunnies for most, it means something entirely different for the Catholic Church. For faithful observers, the spring season is marked by Lent, a 40-day period of fasting and sacrifice that starts on Ash Wednesday. Many don't eat meat on Fridays and will choose something in their lives to sacrifice in commemoration of the death of Jesus Christ. However, the Lenten season is nearly over, culminating on Holy Thursday ahead of Good Friday and Easter Sunday. So Lent ends today, Thursday, April 2nd. It is known as Holy Thursday. Lent began February 18th, which was Ash Wednesday. According to the United States Conference of Catholic Bishops, Catholic followers should adhere to the following rules during Lent. Ash Wednesday and Good Friday are mandatory days of fasting and abstinence. All Fridays during Lent are obligatory days of meat abstinence. When fasting, Catholic followers are not required to fast completely, but rather to eat one full meal and two smaller meals that together are not equal to a full one. Members of the congregation can decide to extend Good Friday fasting until the Easter Vigil. This practice is called the Paschal Fast. Paschal Fast? Paschal Fast. I'm saying that wrong, I'm sure. So, those are some of the things that some followers of the Catholic faith may still continue to fast through this weekend. But that ends today. Let's see. According to The Stewardship, a UK-based Christian nonprofit, Orthodox and traditional denominations typically follow more strict rules during Lent, which involve wearing ashes on Ash Wednesday and abstaining from meat, fish, eggs, and fats every day except Sunday during Lent. Eating meat on Holy Thursday is acceptable, however, it is not allowed on Good Friday. While Holy Thursday marks the end of Lent, its subsequent 40 days of fasting and sacrifice, many Catholics choose to continue the sacrifice until Easter Sunday. So there you go. Got that going on. This was in the 4-H newsletter. This is about rabbits. Rabbits are easy to recognize. Did you know that? Their long ears help them detect predators, and their long legs help them run for safety. Rabbits live in social groups. They dig burrows underground. A system of rabbit burrows is called a warren. Maybe that's where we got the term warden from. Maybe the term warden is a derivative of rabbit people. A male rabbit is called a buck. A female rabbit is called a doe. A baby rabbit is called a kitten or kit. Although some rabbits are small, they are not rodents. Rabbits are often raised by humans as pets. A cage for a rabbit is called a hutch. In some parts of the world, rabbits are raised for their meat and their fur. Rabbit skins are warm and used as clothing in some regions. Rabbits are known for having a fast rate of reproduction. Normal gestation for rabbits is about 30 days. Because of this short interval between generations, rabbits have been able to quickly colonize new areas. In Australia and New Zealand, rabbits introduced by early colonists to become invasive species. I bet they have. So this was from the Chaves County 4-H group talking about rabbits. And rabbits often get associated with Easter because of the Easter bunny and the eggs and all that kind of stuff. I don't think I've had any peeps this year. That was always kind of my Easter tradition. Lana's mother, Eunice, used to love peeps too, and so Lana would bring us a couple of boxes of peeps, and then Eunice and I would just sit there and eat them up, yum. And that wound up being our special treat. So, Luke is right. Okay, good. Luke Blackman. That's what I thought. I had, for some reason, the name stuck in my brain, so I'm glad to think that my mind was correct on all of that. Let's see. We have softball tonight, and I was looking up on the interwebs. Artesia plays Roswell High, Lady Coyotes tonight, and the Lady Coyotes have a 4-8 record coming into the game, but they split with Lovington. They played at Lovington on the 17th, and they won 8-5, and then they played Lovington at Roswell High this week on Tuesday night, and they lost 11-5. They split with Goddard. They lost the game at Goddard 15-5. They beat Goddard at Roswell High last week 9-8. Like I said, they have 8 losses on the year. They lost their first 6 games before they finally beat Miamera and then Deming. They lost to Albuquerque, and then they've won 2 of their last 3 games. They beat Lovington and Goddard, lost to Lovington on Tuesday 11-5. They play at Artesia tonight for the doubleheader. Then they go to Hobbs on April 14th to start their district season, as Roswell High is in District 4 5A with Hobbs, Carlsbad, and Clovis. And they're doing what I would like to call the traditional home-and-home doubleheader series. So they go to Hobbs on the 14th, to Carlsbad on the 17th. They host Clovis on the 21st, Hobbs on the 24th, Carlsbad on the 28th, and then they finish up at Clovis on May 1st. So we'll see how well the Lady Coyotes do against Artesia tonight in that doubleheader at the MAC. Artesia is going into the game with an opposite 8-4 record. However, Artesia is coming off a 3-game losing streak. They lost all 3 games they played, or 3 of the 4 games they played in the Artesia tournament last weekend. Not this past weekend, but the weekend before. After beating Bernalillo 5-0, they lost to Cobre 5-3, Los Lunas 5-1, and Alamogordo 5-2. So Artesia looking to get back on the winning track against the Lady Coyotes tonight, as they look to improve on their 8-4 record. Looking at the rankings in 4A, Artesia is ranked number 1 in 4A with their 8-4 record, ahead of Aztec at 8-4. Kirtland Central is number 3 in the state in 4A softball. Silver is number 4, and St. Pius is number 5 at this point in time. As far as the Lady Coyotes are concerned, they are in 5A softball ranked number 33 overall in the state, number 19 in the state of New Mexico at 4 and 8. So Artesia looking to get back into the postseason again. Got the district season coming up here pretty quick. And Roswell High, kind of like their basketball program. They're on the outside looking in, and they're going to have to pull off some wins against some district champs, maybe against Artesia tonight. And then, of course, they'll have to do well in district if they want to get into the postseason playoffs. We'll have it on the radio and the TV. Joby Hodling will be doing the play-by-play for you tonight. First pitch is set for 5 o'clock of Game 1. We'll have it on the radio and on the TV starting around 4:45 with the pregame show. And we'll repeat it for Game 2. So you'll get to, if you missed any of the content from the first pregame show, you'll get to catch it in the second pregame show. We'll have it here on the radio on KSVP, plus it'll be on the TV, KSVPTV.com on the web, KSVP TV on the YouTubes, and I think as long as it's the only game we're doing and the only thing we're streaming, it should be on KSVP on Facebook, KSVP Radio on the Facebook. Now, what is that doing there? That's weird. Let me reload this hour because something doesn't look right. There's KSVIP. Let's see. Computer's looking kind of weird today. I don't know what's going on. Okay, so if I clear that, I'm trying to get to where we do the break before we get the Zoom room open. Let's see. Why is that even there? That shouldn't even be there. Let's see. There's the wall. See, it's like the 10. It's like the 9 o'clock hour is missing content. That's weird. Let's see. There's the 30 break. There's the 40 break. Okay. Well, that is totally weird. Let's see what happens when I hit play. Let's just take a listen here together. It jumped to where I'm supposed to be. Whew. Okay, I was a little worried there. I thought, what is going on with this computer? But and it's not even April Fool's Day anymore. Okay, we're going to take a break, get the Zoom room open. Hopefully, we'll have some commercial advertisements for you to take a listen to. And we'll be back with Aaron Irving to see what the markets are doing today. That's coming up next on the Good Morning RT.
Mexico sun is already heating things up, and professionally tinted windows can keep your vehicle cooler, protect your interior, and take the strain off your air conditioning. Reliable Tint also offers home and office window tinting to help save energy and protect your belongings from fading. And Reliable Tint handles auto glass replacements and repairs. Visit us at reliabletint.com. Reliable Tint. Stay cooler. Drive happier.
At Big O, when tire trouble is what you're focused on, our team of experts say, bring it on. Now through April 12th, get $80 in rebate savings on 4 select in-stock Michelin passenger or light truck tires with installation purchase. Plus, get an additional $80 in instant savings from Big O. We turn big problems into no problem at all. Big O Tires, the team you trust. Installation required. Disposal fees and shop fees extra were permitted. See store for pricing. Eligibility may vary. Not valid with other offers.
It's lunchtime in Artesia. Why settle for ordinary when you can have extraordinary? At La Fonda, we've been serving Artesia since 1965 with authentic New Mexican favorites.
I'm on my lunch break, and nothing beats La Fonda's green chili chicken enchiladas. Fast, hot, and delicious.
Join us weekdays from 11 to 2 at 210 West Main. Dine in, take out, or call ahead at 575-746-9377. Make your lunch break the best part of your day. La Fonda, where flavor feels like home.
Join Southeast New Mexico College for the SENMC Transfer and Career Fair and explore your next academic and professional opportunities. Wednesday, April 8th from 4 to 5:30 p.m. in the SENMC gym. Meet with university representatives and employers. Learn about transfer pathways, discover career options, and make valuable connections to support your future goals. For more information, contact Saul Navarrete at snavarrete@senmc.edu.
Looking for quick, secure storage? Champion Storage has you covered. Our brand new facility features secure fencing and video cameras, plus your own gate code for access anytime. And the best part? You can pick your unit size, 5 by 10 up to 10 by 30. Finish the rental process online fast and have your gate code in minutes. Online forms, no waiting, just easy, secure storage. Head to championstorage.com today and move in instantly. Champion Storage has you covered.
At Permian Construction, we're more than builders. We're your neighbors. Proudly serving communities across the Permian Basin, we specialize in commercial projects from $50,000 to $5 million, delivering quality, efficiency, and peace of mind. With our construction management at-risk approach, we handle every detail from design to completion, so you can count on results done right. Built on hometown pride and strong values, Permian Construction is committed to growing the places we all call home. Learn more at PermianConstruction.com, where Maggie the Bulldog says, which means, go Bulldogs. Yeah, it was confusing me, Aaron, the computer, because a stray command from next hour got stuck into this hour.
Oh.
And so it was acting like it was 10 o'clock and not 9 o'clock.
That could cause some problems.
And I thought, why is this messing up? And I finally just hit play and cleared out the 10 o'clock hour command. And then everything loaded up like it was supposed to for the 9 o'clock hour.
Okay, good.
So I learned something in all that. I saw this story yesterday. I thought this was interesting. This guy graduates from high school, and his very first job was at the zoo.
Oh, really?
And one morning, right before the zoo opened, the only gorilla they had died from old age. And the gorilla was one of the most popular attractions by far, and so they couldn't afford to go without one. So the zoo owner asked me if I wear a gorilla suit for an extra $100 a day if I pretended to be the gorilla until the zoo could get another one. I said, why not? $100 extra a day is a lot of money. So it didn't take long for him to get the hang of it, and quickly he became the most popular attraction at the zoo. People from all over the world came to see the gorilla. About a month in, the excitement started to wear off, so to get people's attention back, I decided to climb over the enclosure and hang from a rope above the lion's den. Large crowd of people gathered watching the spectacle in shock and awe. Suddenly, I lost my grip and fell to the floor of the lion's den. I started screaming, "Help, help!" Suddenly, a lion pounced on me and said, "Shut up, dude, you're going to get us both fired."
Very good, very good.
My husband and I, this is from the perspective of a lady.
Okay, I would hope so.
My husband and I had been trying to have a third child. Unfortunately, the day I was to take the home pregnancy test, her husband was called out of town on business.
Cool.
I had told our young daughter about the test, and they were excited, the daughters. We decided if it was positive, we would buy a baby outfit to surprise their father when he got home.
Okay.
3 of us stood in the bathroom waiting for the telltale line to appear. When it did not, my thoughtful 7-year-old gave me a hug and said, "It's okay, Mom. The next time Daddy goes out of town, you can try and get pregnant again."
Not the lesson she was hoping.
I saw a documentary on how ships are kept together.
Oh, really?
It was riveting.
Wow, very good.
My boss is going to fire the employee with the worst posture. I have a hunch it might be me. Let's see, and one more. I wonder if retired bowlers have time to spare.
Very good.
We'll have to ask Mike Phipps that. It was his birthday yesterday.
Oh, really? All right.
And he's a good bowler, so maybe he has time to spare.
Got time to spare. All right.
You've been following the Artemis 2 and the
Yeah, I watched the takeoff yesterday. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, and the toilet issue.
I heard you talking about that. I did not hear about that ahead of that. So
apparently the toilet fan got clogged. They didn't say how. And it was okay for number 2, but they couldn't use it for number 1.
One, you don't really want a toilet fan to be clogged on a spaceship. All right, Carl, that's enough.
That's like the video clip that's been making the rounds of the television news anchor reading a story about a man who was, police were called to the Home Depot because a man said he was going to go into the bathroom and blow it up. Police arrived and the man was like, look, I was just telling everybody to get out of the toilet. I didn't mean anything like that. And the poor anchor, she says, I just now got the joke, and you told the producer to have me read this story, didn't you?
Good.
What do you have for us today?
So the son asked his dad, Dad, what's the difference between toilet paper and a curtain? Dad said, I don't know. So it was you.
I just now got that. That's terrible.
When you live alone, the only thing that'll wake you up faster than a cold toilet seat is a warm toilet seat.
This is true.
How is a company toilet similar to the HR department in a large corporation?
A company toilet?
Uh-huh.
I something about doing business. I don't know.
They're both required to relieve multiple employees of their duties.
That's good.
One day I found a wooden shoe in my toilet.
Really?
Yeah, it was clogged.
The Dutch.
All right, my last one for you today. A doctor's toilet gets clogged up, and he calls a plumber. Plumber shows up, unclogs the toilet, and gives the doctor the bill for $200. Doctor said, $200 for 15 minutes worth of work? That's $800 an hour. I'm a top neurosurgeon in this city. 15 years of medical school, 3 years of residence, and even I don't make $800 an hour. Plumber said, yeah, when I was a top surgeon in this city, I also didn't make $800 an hour. That's why I became a plumber.
I tell you, they're very important people to know.
They are, definitely.
In certain situations. I was a little worried the other day. The city was doing some lead copper checking thing on the water meter area. And they spent a lot of time looking at our meter.
Uh-oh.
That's what I said. So, but I haven't heard anything, so I guess we're okay. But
all right, good.
Whew, that was good. Yeah. So, well, good.
They wanted to know exactly what your meter looked like because they wanted to compare it to all of the others to see if they could compare to your meter.
Ah, is that what that is?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't put the meter in.
Oh, okay.
It's their meter.
It was there before you got there.
It was there before I got there. It's their meter. One year we did have a leak, and it was on our side of the meter.
Oh.
And it was shooting underneath the pavement.
Ah.
So we didn't really notice it until it had been there for a while. And naturally, it was on our side of the meter, so
so it works, yeah.
I had to pay the bill, but oh well. That's what it is. Let's see. Well, do we want to jump into the markets? I know the president spoke last night, and I kind of wonder, is he saying that we're winding down the war because Europe won't let us land planes on their bases, and it's just too much of a stress to fly from the United States? Is he calling an end to it because he's looking at what it might take to actually take over the Strait of Hormuz?
Right.
And I don't think the American people would, by and large, support that. Or did we actually accomplish a mission?
I think we accomplished a few missions there, but yeah, I really think that he should turn it over to Saudi Arabia and UAE to complete the job over there the rest of the way, and they can take over the Strait of Hormuz and be all happy and everything.
Yeah, because what is on the other side of the strait? Is that UAE?
It's, I don't remember. That might be Oman.
Oman, okay. Yeah. Let's one of those countries, and let them take it over and tell Iran that, go away.
Yeah.
But
they got guns and soldiers, and it's better for another Muslim country to take over a Muslim country than us to have to deal with it.
That's right. I would agree with that. I would agree. All right. Well, let's see how. Oh, and I guess we got to get lined up for Elon stock, right? The SpaceX thing is fixing to go public. Golly.
Yeah, they're talking about it. Talking about maybe by June that they're looking at an IPO for that. So
amazing. I don't think I could do an IPO for me.
KSVP IPO.
No, just me. The Gene Dow IPO.
Okay.
Yeah. I want people to invest in me. Not sure they'll get anything in return, but it'll sound nice. Hey, we're investing in you. Great, thank you. Appreciate your confidence. All right, let's see what's going on.
All right, this is Aaron Irving with LPL Financial, member of FINRA and the SIPC, bringing you your mid-morning stock market report for Thursday, April the 2nd. Stocks clawed back earlier losses to turn positive this morning as investors continued to monitor the Iran conflict and rising oil prices. The Dow Jones Industrial Average was last trading around the flat line, while the S&P 500 and NASDAQ composites were trading slightly positive. At their lows of the session, the Dow was down more than 600 points, while the S&P 500 and NASDAQ were down 1.5% and 2.2% respectively. The three major indexes ripped higher after Iranian state media said that the Middle Eastern country is working with Oman on a protocol for ships passing through the Strait of Hormuz. President Trump delivered an address yesterday evening providing updates on the Middle East conflict. Though he said that the U.S. is getting very close to ending the war, Trump added the nation would hit Tehran extremely hard. Over the next 2 to 3 weeks, we're going to bring them back to the Stone Ages where they belong, the president said. His comments led to a surge in oil prices, with West Texas Intermediate crude futures last up 8% at above $108 a barrel, while Brent crude futures rose 5% to above $106 a barrel. Investors coming off the week, Trump said in a post that Iran's president asked the U.S. for a ceasefire. However, he added that the U.S. would only consider the offer once the Strait of Hormuz was open. The president told reporters at the White House Tuesday afternoon that will leave Iran in 2 to 3 weeks. Today marks the last trading day of the short markets are closed Friday. Currently, the Dow Jones Industrial Average is down 63 points at 46,501. The S&P 500 is off by 5 points at 21,830. The S&P 500 is flat at 6,575, and the NASDAQ Composite is off by 5 points at 21,835. West Texas Intermediate crude is up $10 and a penny per barrel at $110.13. Stocks of local interest. HF Sinclair is down 59 cents a share at $60.33. Walmart is 49 cents higher at $125.23 a share. Duke Energy is up $1.55 a share at $132.45. And ConocoPhillips is $1.61 higher at $129.99 a share. This is Aaron Irving with Oakley & Irving Wealth Management, serving business owners and energy industry professionals in the Pecos Valley and beyond. You can find us at oywealth.com or at our offices in Artesia and Carlsbad. You can call us at 575-887-7075. All indices are unmanaged and may not be invested into directly. Securities are offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA, the SIPC.
All right, Aaron, thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a great day and great weekend. I won't be here tomorrow for the markets will be closed. So.
That's right. It's Good Friday.
Good Friday tomorrow.
That's right. All right. Well, we'll see you on Monday.
All righty. Have a good one.
You too, Aaron. I'll have the closing markets this afternoon right before the softball doubleheader gets started at 4:30. All right. We're going to take a break. When we come back, Sean Hannity with a thought on the news of the day.
Hebrews chapter 10 and verse 35. Do not throw away your confidence. It will be richly rewarded. You know, we think about confidence. You can also think about courage. There's so many things about courage. You know, a lot of people say courage meant you weren't afraid of anything. But reality is courage is what you draw upon to stand up to the fear that tries to infringe upon your confidence. You know, life is full of challenges. And with challenges comes choices. And with choices comes my willingness just to stand up. So we think about that from a spiritual standpoint. Fix your mind on Jesus Christ and walk forward into difficult places with the courage that comes from placing your confidence in Jesus alone. Can you say that? Do I have the confidence in Jesus alone? If you don't, or if you struggle with anything else, come visit us at the Hermosa Church of Christ.
Innovation, service, integrity, and knowledge. J.S. Ward and Son Insurance Agency. Auto and home, life and health, personal and commercial. Bonds too, since 1925. We have the coverage for you. Innovation, service, integrity, and knowledge. J.S. Ward and Son Insurance Agency.
At our credit union, we take a team approach to finances. You see, unlike other financial institutions, here you're a member owner, not a customer. And because we're not for profit, we usually have better rates and fewer service charges. Call or come by to check out the Credit Union Advantage. Artesia Credit Union, member NCUA. There is a difference.
There is a difference.
Turn up your radio. Here's the Sean Hannity Morning Minute.
For these people that would be willing to gamble with your children and grandchildren's future, and that would be living in a world with a nuclear-armed Iran, radical Islamic extremists that believe in convert or die, and it's a death cult, that would not be a risk I'm willing to take. Now, the key aspect of this, will the Iranians do so peacefully, meaning hand over their 60% enriched uranium, or will we have to take it forcefully? I guess either way, I think the American military is capable of doing it. I'm sure that is more complicated than I'm making it right now. There's no military effort that is not without risk and great cost. There always is.
Check out the Sean Hannity radio show later today, right here.
Now, the smartest self-defense decision is not made in the moment. It's made before danger ever appears. Because when you pull a firearm trigger, well, you're not just stopping a threat. You may be starting a chain of legal, financial, emotional consequences that can follow you for years. Now, that's why more responsible Americans are choosing to lead with a less lethal option that is effective. That's where Byrna, their less lethal launchers, it fires tear gas, kinetic rounds, pepper spray. It's designed to stop any attacker for up to 40 minutes. And it gives you time to escape. It gives you time to create distance and get help without using deadly force. Now, Byrna's best-selling compact launcher is sleek, it's slim, it's incredibly powerful. It's built for discreet, everyday carry, no background check. They can ship it directly to your door. Protect yourself, protect your family, protect your future. Start with less lethal. Now visit byrna.com or try before you buy at your local Sportsman's Warehouse today.
Weather this hour brought to you by Southwest Bearing under new ownership. Custom solutions for your heavy equipment. Hydraulic hoses, hose repair, bearings, seals, sprockets, belts, tools, fluids, and fittings.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Mid-80s on today's high and sunny with high pressure over the area. A little bit breezy. Overnight, a few clouds, and we're in the upper 40s, and then we get mid-80s and sunshine again on Friday. Then for Saturday, we'll have sunny skies, cooling off a little bit, right around 70 on the high. We'll stay near 70 with a slight chance of a shower or thunderstorm on Sunday. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Looking to start, continue, or complete your higher education journey? Join the more than 5,700 current Greyhounds on their journey to student success. Eastern New Mexico University offers the most affordable higher education degree in the Southwest, and New Mexico residents can go to school tuition-free with the New Mexico Opportunity Scholarship. With online or in-person degrees, ENMU is the right choice for you. For more information, visit enmu.edu. ENMU, student success, that's what we're about.
Looking for power, performance, and a whole lot of game day style? Come to Major Supply, your one-stop shop for industrial goods and outdoor gear. With the brands you trust, Milwaukee, Rigid, and much more. Built for the job site and tough enough for any task. And when the work's done, gear up for game day with team apparel, sunglasses, and all the sporting equipment you need to play hard and cheer harder. Tools, threads, and everything in between. Stop by today at 1808 South 1st in Artesia, or check them out online at MajorSupplyLLC.com.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code AIRPORT25 to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code AIRPORT25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code AIRPORT25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Hey, in honor of our great governor, who cares about you more than you will ever understand or appreciate, it's the Michelle Lujan Grisham theme song.
Every breath you take,
Every breath you take,
every move you make,
every move you make.
every bond you break, every step you take, I'll be watching.
She is watching you. All right, Jeffrey, I need your help on this Gen X trivia question. I don't know any of these answers, but I figured Jeffrey might know on our Gen X trivia question today. We asked the other one earlier with the Lions Club folks and got our answers on that. But I'm gonna need your help with this, Jeffrey. I do not know any of these. I had to look at the answers.
Oh, wow.
For all of these. So I'm going to give you a list of celebrities.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to give you a list of names, non-celebrity names. And you have to match the celebrity with their birth name.
Oh, okay.
So this is the celebrity, and then there's the birth names.
Okay.
So your celebrities are Debbie Harry,
Okay.
Natalie Portman,
Okay.
Snoop Dogg,
All right.
and Vin Diesel.
Okay.
Believe it or not, those were not the names they were born with. He was not born Snoop Dogg.
No, he was not.
He was not born Vin Diesel. She was not born Debbie Harry or Natalie Portman. So let me give you some birth names, and
All
you
right.
see if you can match them up.
Okay.
Natalie Hirschlag. Calvin Cordozer Broadus Jr.
Snoop Dogg.
That's Snoop Dogg. That's right.
Yeah.
Angela Trimble.
Natalie Portman?
And Mark Sinclair.
Mark Sinclair would be Vin Diesel?
It'd have to be, since
Yeah.
the other two are lady names.
And, okay, what were
So you have Debbie Harry and Natalie Portman, and our names are Natalie Hirschlag and Angela Trimble.
I thought Debbie Harry was Blondie.
She is. Yeah, she was the lead singer of the group Blondie. Yes.
Okay. And so then she has a real other name also.
No, her name was not Blondie.
Yeah.
The band was called Blondie.
And her
name was Debbie Harry.
Okay, and what were the two ladies' real names that I need to choose?
Natalie Hirschlag or Angela Trimble.
I'm going to say Angela Trimble is Debbie Harry.
That would be correct.
And the other one is Natalie Portman.
Natalie kind of sounds like Natalie.
Yeah.
And yes, so Natalie Hirschlag was the birth name of Natalie Portman.
Okay.
Calvin Cordozer Broadus Jr.
Oh, yeah, I knew that one.
was Snoop Dogg. Angela Trimble is what Debbie Harry birth name, and Mark Sinclair is Vin Diesel's birth name. So there you go. You did pretty good.
All right.
You did pretty good. Like I said, I had no idea. I figured Snoop Dogg was not his birth name, but I had no idea what
his is the only one I really knew.
Yeah.
That was the only. So is that why you asked about a faux shizzle this morning?
No, I just thought it sounded funny when I walked in the door. I walked in and said, "Faux shizzle."
That's it.
I have no idea didn't know where they came from or anything like that.
Now you know.
Now I know.
And knowing is half the battle.
I've heard that. Tonight, 6 o'clock, meet the candidates. Dan Lewis, Leanne Gandy, Trinidad Malone. They are running for District 66 in the New Mexico House of Representatives, seat currently held by Jimmy Mason. I could just see all three of them. I had this, we need to get Grok or ChatGPT to make this. Jimmy in the recliner, Dan, Leanne, and Trinidad just pushing him out the door. Rolling him down the street.
Oh, we need to get him onto a horse, though.
Okay.
You know, Benny's Western wear. You just got to incorporate some cowboys or something in there.
You go. There you go. Yeah, but that chair has been there since, the late Benny.
Then it's on top of a wagon being pulled.
There we go. All right. Yeah.
They got to load him up in the wagon.
I could see that happening. That was just the image that came to my mind. We need to get Grok to make that or something. So that'll be at 6 o'clock at the chamber. You can meet the three candidates. My understanding is there's not a Democrat in that race.
Correct.
So the primary will be, and this is the year that we're going to have a semi-open primary. Which I saw an article on that. I think Lana hasn't brought it in yet, but I saw an article we'll talk about later, maybe tomorrow. But I am not a fan of the open primary. No. I think the parties should be the ones that pick their candidates. And I don't care, for example, in this seat, in this particular seat, District 66, if you're a Democrat, you can cry about not being able to have a voice in who your representative is. That's because you didn't run anybody.
Right.
If you want to vote, become a Republican. And how many years was it, Lana, that we lived here? We never got to vote for sheriff.
Oh yeah.
You know, I didn't get to vote for or against Chunky Click. You know, Chunky won because the Democrats elected Chunky.
Oh yeah.
And it wasn't, who was the first one that ran as a Republican? I forget which one it was, but I didn't get to vote for a sheriff for a long time in Eddy County.
We'd get a lot of people questioning and upset in Roswell on 106.5. That was a question of, well, I can't vote. Well, because you're registered Democrat.
Yeah.
And there's no Democrats running for sheriff.
Yeah.
So therefore, and they would get angry about it. I was like, well, why don't you go put your hat in the ring? And
well, this year we have a semi-open primary process.
I don't like that.
I'll read more about that, but I have voted in an open primary. I actually voted for a Democrat.
Mm-hmm.
There was a race for Congress, U.S. Congress in Mississippi. And one of the candidates on the Democrat side was a local, ran the funeral home there in Brookhaven where we lived. And everybody was wanting him to get the nomination. And I remember the open primary. You walked into the building, and if you went to this room, you voted in the Republican one. You went to this room, you voted in the Democrat one. Nobody voted in the Republican primary that year because everybody, I think Mike Parker was his name, and everybody wanted Mike Parker to get the nomination to run for Congress, and so everybody went in and voted in the Democrat primary. I mean, I've done it.
Right.
I've done it. Doesn't mean I agree with it, but yeah, we'll have to learn more about how that process is going to work.
Yeah, because that's during one of the recent presidential elections. That was a thing of, for all the states with open primaries, they were telling their constituents to go and vote for the least popular Republican.
Oh yeah. Rush Limbaugh used to do that with when Hillary Clinton was running against Obama, and he was encouraging people to change their party affiliation.
Yeah.
What do you call that? Operation. Oh gosh, what was the name of that? It was Operation. He had a name for it, and a lot of people did.
Yeah.
A lot of people did what he suggested that would be fun to do, to mess with the Democrat primary between Hillary and Barack. But gosh, what did he call that? That was anyway. I'll look it up and see. But yeah, apparently here in New Mexico, we will have a semi-open primary this year, and I'll read more about what the process is and share that with folks maybe tomorrow.
Does it discuss any of that in the book I gave you?
You know, I haven't. I got to look through this more. I landed on the section here in this book. It's a book Jeffrey's brother found about educating for American citizenship from 1954. And I landed on to provide opportunity for our young people to plan and carry out their own proposals for community development. The following partial list of concessions demonstrates the wide participation in the community Halloween Carnival. So I landed on the Halloween Carnival, and hot dogs will be done by the Youth Council, cakewalk will be done by the Student Teacher Club, lemonade will be done by the Women's Club, ice cream by the Highland School PTA, peanuts and popcorn, donuts and coffee, potato chips, waffles, gingerbread, and French fried potatoes. All right, Jeffrey, thank you very much. We've got softball this afternoon around 5 o'clock. Hope you can join us. This is KSVP Artesia. It's 10 o'clock.
Breaking news at Town Hall. I'm Bob Agnew in Washington. President Trump says U.S. forces will wrap up their mission in Iran sometime soon.
In a nationwide address, the president defended the war against Iran and proclaimed great progress.
We are on track to complete all of America's military objectives shortly, very shortly.
But he said the U.S. military still has work to do.
We're going to hit them extremely hard over the next 2 to 3 weeks.
The president also acknowledged rising oil prices and volatile financial markets, but predicted gas prices will drop and stock prices will go back up. Greg Clugston, Washington.
The Senate has sent its deal to fund most of the Department of Homeland Security back to the House this morning, marking what should be the beginning of the end of an historic partial government shutdown.
Speaker Mike Johnson signed off Wednesday on the two-track strategy, effectively capitulating after torching the Senate bill Friday as a joke. But he could still struggle to move it quickly, given early opposition from some members on the right flank of his conference. The House briefly convened Thursday morning, but there were no attempts to pass the Senate-approved deal. Johnson will have 2 more opportunities in brief pro forma sessions scheduled for next week. Otherwise, he'll have to wait until all of his members are back on April 14th. Bernie Bennett, Washington.
Forecasters say a warm, dry winter in the mountains of Colorado does not bode well for the drought-stricken West.
Cities in the region are imposing water use restrictions, and ranchers like Philip Anderson,
now normally here we'd be walking in water,
are wondering how they'll feed and water their cattle.
In the pasture that we normally calve in, there's no No pond water, no stock water.
Add to that the threat of wildfires.
It's Ben Thomas reporting. If you'd like to own a piece of SpaceX, you may soon get a chance. The company has filed paperwork to sell shares to the public. A SpaceX IPO promises to be one of the biggest Wall Street events of the year. No SpaceX shares up for sale. On trading right now on Wall Street is slow. The Dow's down 140. More from townhall.com.
Health insurance rates are surging in America, leaving millions without affordable options. If you're sick of having paychecks eaten up by healthcare costs or dealing with mega corporations, then listen to this. Christians don't need to waste money on a broken system. That's why I want to tell you about Christian Healthcare Ministries. It's an alternative to traditional health insurance at half the cost. With CHM, fellow believers contribute monthly to help pay each other's medical bills. There's no enrollment period, so you can, and you aren't restricted to provide